right, welcome to spooky, scary times in the Halloween land, the land of ghosts and about to be ghosts, former ghosts, living ghosts, and I'm talking about Congress, actually. I'm just talking about the Democratic leadership. Check that, Nancy and Chuck and Mitch. No, they're all bad. They're all terrible. It's what a Monday time. Hi, everybody. It's me, Hank, the host of the show. We're doing a little Wednesday Twitch stream. Let's see, we still got some music playing here. I think it's okay though. I want you to be in the mood. I want you to feel comfortable going out and spreading the plague to your neighbors. Anything weirder than trick-or-treating during the fucking plague? You know what? I gotta say, I would initially have defended that viewpoint, but I've seen some kind of heartwarming innovations around the. Oh shit! I meant to switch it there. Sorry to let you all know we were starting. So I'd seen some heartwarming innovations around trick-or-treating. People are coming up with little ways of doing socially distanced, poisoning children with sugar to get them addicted to candy. No, I love, man, Halloween is just one of those childhood rituals that really everybody deserves to experience. I've also done it as an adult a little bit. You can't not want to try to get laid in your 20s, but it gets a little silly. I guess, I don't know. I guess when I was a kid, I just assumed adults were better than Halloween. And then you grow up and you realize that the cultural rituals just become more about being drunk and horny than about trying to impress your friends because you've got a Ninja Turtle costume, one that actually sticks out the back. That's not just a drawing of a shell. Man, I remember growing up without money. I wanted the Ninja Turtle costume that stuck out a little bit, like pillows, because they all have like 8 pillows on their chests and back, or one big one on the back, I guess. What the hell am I talking about? So okay, here's the plan. We're gonna do a drawing. We're gonna draw some decorations. I'm not a fan of decorations, not gonna lie to you. I'm not a big decorations guy. I feel like paying for decorations is like intern things you put on the wall in your home is silly. I think you should build the decorations or make something, paint something, do something creative. That's what I do woodworking for. I haven't been making much lately. Been really focused on doing some of this other projects like politics and Twitch and shit. And another thing that I've been working on lately, I can't talk about yet, but I meant to do some more stuff Monday and Tuesday, but it took more time than I expected, so I've been working really hard on it. And I was almost not about to do a stream tonight, but figured, what the heck, man, you gotta put it in, put in the hours, put in some times, put in some reps. So here's the plan. Are you guys picking up the Photoshop? There we go, good. Let's make a decoration. Let's add a little friend to our friends, the pumpkin and candy corn. And then every year that goes by, we'll like develop a library of characters and drawings and stuff like that. That's sort of the thinking in a way. But yeah, Halloween is upon us. It is the silly season. It's scary being an American. I have been having incredible amounts of anxiety and worry and fear lately. Feeling powerless, feeling hopeful at times, even not sure what to believe. The whole, scrambling of people's truths is unnerving, and I'm not sure if I feel like the hope for humanity lies in not that it's up to government to do this, but I think it's up to society in general to break up media monopolies so that we have a better diversity of opinions, so that we can't all just be funneled into the very narrow interests of especially the large, institutional media companies, which are generally owned by corporations and have reasons to be, to show a lot of piety to power. So I think that's the path forward to, and of all viewpoints, not just stuff I agree with, but I do think we need to revitalize local journalism and shit like that. And that'll be maybe a path out of this haunted nightmare that we're in right now, where nobody can tell what's true and what's real because the big data algorithm companies are incentivized to maximize profit. I gotta start working on this shit. Okay. I just realized how boring this must be. Looking at getting on camera one of these days, by the way. I'm really thinking that, like, gotta just be like, hey, maybe you're not such a monster and you should just get on camera, because I actually think both that'll probably be fun. I have really pretty blue eyes, I gotta say. And the output will be better. People prefer to see a fella. They want to see my dumb bald face and my sweaty cheek. And I want to show you. I'm getting a cool beard, by the way. I'm really getting a cool beard. It wears a varsity jacket and has a class ring, and it's 48 years old and still hangs out near the high school. So what's a good decoration? No one's chatting. I might have to make an executive decision here. I was just going to do a ghost. I was thinking something real simple because I want to get into Hades, by the way. That's the other thing we're doing tonight. Could use a little decompression with some Hades playing. Oh, you know what? Shoot. I didn't get a screenshot of it. Maybe we'll do that at the break. Yeah, at the second break. Okay, if anybody watching has seen the previous stream where we fed the shrimp a cucumber, they had a blast. They all just went apeshit for it. The cucumber looked like this. There you go. That's what it looked like, exactly like that. And the shrimp went nuts. They all just lost their damn minds for it. And I have an update about that. I know. What could it possibly be? Are you guys hearing this music? I don't. Sorry. Okay. I hope it's low enough when I'm speaking. It should be ducking when I stop talking or when I talk. So yeah, I'll do that at the break because we're definitely gonna have to take a break at some point, and then I can pull up the stuff to show you. So we have that to look forward to. Meanwhile, let's make a ghost. And I don't know if it's going to end up being a character or just what. I don't even know. We could do like is it Shel Silverstein? Who does the scary books for people where the sidewalk ends and stuff like that? We could do kind of a weird, gritty motif. Oh God, Jesus, this is just an ugly mess so far. Let's lock that down. Delete. Actually, we will use a few of those layers, but you can always make more. Layers are like employees. You can always make more. So what do we want our ghost to look like? This actually is already the start of a pretty decent ghost, I gotta say. We'll go like that. You see, this was a cucumber. Maybe it's a cucumber ghost. Maybe that's the kind of ghost we should make. What kind of face do you think a cucumber has? Is it one of the, like salad cucumbers? Destined to become someone's slightly pleasant but more or less forgettable piece of a meal? Maybe it's one of those very rare cucumbers that ends up... This actually looks like I'm making candy. We could draw candy. We'll save just the shape for later. I actually already kind of like it. I don't know why. It's just weird. I develop weird because I can see different. I can see shading back here. I can see shapes behind it. We can make it a little shiny. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. We're making candy. It's a candy ghost. A dot. Doesn't this look like a dot? Or it's just at least in the dot family? Is that even the right thing I'm talking about? Oh boy, I'm overstimulated. Sorry. Okay, so here, let's do another. Okay, all right, hang on. Let's do this guy here. We're just gonna make a new layer. Oh, geez, that's not what I wanted. Duplicate that one. Delete that. This guy, I want to recreate what we'd already just created though, because I was actually that shape is perfect for what I want to do. But hold on. This is actually getting way ahead. I just want to see if what's in my brain will make sense to what's not in your brain yet. Nope. Hold on a second. I gotta get a little. Okay. I gotta point a fan at me. Still not out of sweat season here. Is anybody chatting? I don't see something. Last time I had to double click on it. I had to go back to it to make sure it was working. But all right. Nope. Just nobody talking. That's okay. Don't worry. I can carry this. Don't you worry. This is all something I can do. Uh-oh, why is it not moving over? Whatever. Okay, so let's Let me turn this off. This guy here. Make sure I can hear the music so I can monitor. Oh, yeah. That's the spirit. I can see it. I can see a spooky skeleton parade. Maybe a keyboard xylophone. I want to see a keyboard pipe organ. I mean, what the hell did I say? Keyboard skelephone. A rib xylophone is the word I was going for. Made out of bones. I was looking. Hey, Video James. What is that? A beer? Is that a beer stein? Looks like. Perfect. Love it. All right. So then this thing will go like that. And then we can put this one above. Lower the opacity. And boom, we have a see-through jelly head. Look at that. This bottom shape here needs to be combined into one and then merged like so, which turns it all into one shape. That's exciting. Thanks for the comment, Beerstein guy. Yeah, so news is nuts. So let's see, what do we want to do? Probably need some eyeballs. But you know what? Since this is a jelly ghost, I feel like when you're a jelly of some sort of like a rubber candy. What do they call the rubber candies? The gummy? A gummy. That's the right word. Boy, imagine if you bought a bag of rubber worms. How gross is worms? You'd think that would condition us to not all be scared of worms, but people still have this freak out about worms, myself included, and I fish with them. I just find them so gross to touch. Yeah, exactly, James. It's supposed to look like a gumdrop. That's what I was thinking. That's what I got inspired to really just go nuts with it. Yeah, this is going to look goofy because we're going to do kind of a see-through thing. So that's going to mean that there might be some bits of it that are going to look a real out of whack. But what was I saying? Oh, I think the eyes will be floaty bits. Maybe they'll even be grapes. I feel like, you know how they put grapes inside salads and in the 70s, they called that an aphrodisiac or whatever the fuck. The 70s was very deranged. No one back then had any clue what the hell was happening. All the adults were high on Quaaludes and overwork. They were choking on smog professionally. So good. That made a lot of sense. All right. So there's our start of an eye. Let's, okay. Where the hell is my control thingy? There it is. I just didn't click on it. Okay. All right. I want a little bit of that. We're doing a grape. Not quite grape yet. Don't give pixel grid's a little kind of annoying here. Let's turn off the pixel grid. So show pixel grid off. All right, where'd the music go? Whew, that was close. All right, so grapes don't really have this shape quite, do they? All right, so it's going to take a little surgery on this bad boy here. Oh my God. All right. Man, this music's obnoxious. Jesus. Okay, you know what? I'm turning on something totally different. Hold on. This is just a little intense. Yeah, God. Felt like being in Johnny Depp's dreams. Let's go with this one. I found this. I think this is copyright safe. Copyright's a bitch, man. I'm just like, so we got some nice piano playing here, and it's going to be the same damn song over and over again, but that's okay. Why wouldn't we? All right. Perfect. So let's reconnect these little things. Turn this into a piece of grape / eye. So this thing will be basically like Mom's salad came to life and started haunting its world. It was cursed by Fred Savage and Judge Reinhold, to use a contemporary reference to try to attract the kids. Make a little oblong shape, maybe. Grapes I don't think they're perfectly symmetrical. They're not like something NASA would send it. Okay. They don't have these straight sides. That's probably oh my God, man, this thing. Okay, I know what's going on. The way it selects things, it's always trying to pick the top layer, so it's whoa, okay. That's all right. Sure. Ah, nope. All right, that's getting a little grapey. Maybe this will be its own ghost. Ghosts inside ghosts. This is so weird. I can't believe I'm doing this on purpose. All right. Honestly, if I just shut the fuck up and let this really pretty music go, it'd be much better. Alright, quit selecting. I'm already moving around my damn... Sorry, I'm a little sloppy here. It's been a little since. I'll get into it. At the beginning of these streams, I'm always still... My RAM is still like running other programs in terms of like what's on, what's going on here. Are the shrimp working? I mean, are they happy? Are they producing profits for me? Are they not? So I want them to, you know, we're like a family, like all businesses. They're like a family that I can tell them to go fuck themselves and get out of my house if I want, if they stop being useful to me. So that's nice, just like a family. Looking to do some, actually James watching, he and I were talking about doing a little bit of talking on here. We might do some Suck Professor reviews of a few movies and shows that we've been watching lately. Been Pandemic Pals, surviving the nightmare of America by, you know, being forced to tolerate someone you live with. And I think I'm lucky in that sense. I feel like a lot of people have situations that are a lot worse. But I would like to go off and find a kayak somewhere and never come back. All right, so here's our grape. Let's give it a little shadow. I don't think people are going to be able to tell it's a grape, honestly. This whole concept is really not all that smart. Take that. Take that, grape. Okay. But that's all right. Let's turn it dark. That was a strange color. And then... Okay, and let's put just a little bit of a... You know, things usually have a light and a dark, you know? So that's kind of what I just kind of... My dumb guy, see? I didn't even change the color there, but that's all right, because we can always change the color whenever the hell we freaking want. And okay, so that's I mean, that's serviceable as it is, but we can move it around a bit, pull it so it's outside the thing, and then select the main shape, select inverse, delete the outside portion, and I don't like that it's quite so sharp right in there, so I'm gonna turn on a non-destructive mask, or mask gives me the ability to do non-destructive edit, deleting. And then I can apply it too, just to get rid of the mask. And then let's play with the, oh God, see that? That's funny. I have used this. This is I don't know if you can see in the stream. You can see where my mouse is moving around. No, you don't see the pull down. So there's a whole bunch of these blend modes that changes the way different colors interact with layers above or below them, really, not above, I don't think. Oh, that's cool. I like that yellow. So see, like right there, we got a nice yellow thing. So let's go. This is good enough, I guess. It's not working. What the hell? Control G. There you go. Group. What the fuck? It's not. F2. Why is that not? Okay. Grape /I. Yep. Shit. Okay, we gotta save it real quick. Let me just create a space somewhere in my Twitch graphics folder here so that ghost gummy with grape eyes. And so when I animate this is what I was thinking about though. So when I animate this, the eyes are gonna float around. So the eyes, this thing will be like a living blob, like whoa, like shit'll just be kind of moving around. See, I wasn't feeling very creative. I brushed my teeth, had some dinner, needed to get the General Hospital shot by shot. Yes, James, thank you. Good idea. Yeah, we're going to start with season 1 of General Hospital. We should do Days of Our Lives shot by shots. Days of Our Lives from season 1 back in 1814 when the newest innovation was bread slicers, and they hadn't even invented bread yet. So this is the pupil. It's just going to look like a little, I think, oh, that's a good idea. Let's do a little array of grape seeds. Anything grosser than biting into a grape that you don't know has seeds, and then suddenly you're just like, it's like being attacked from the inside of your mouth. No, let's not do one there. So here, like everything, it needs to have shade. Nope, a little too aggressive. Okay, that's fine. Group that. Seed. And then Command J, Command J, Command J. So now we have a couple different... Ah, shit. I have it on the wrong selection. Okay. I mean, I can... Yeah, there's ways to change it. Oh, well, hold on. Press the wrong button. Didn't mean to full screen it. Actually, that's probably better, actually, now that I'm looking at it. Sorry, hang on. There it is. Okay. Does that look like pupils? No, not at all. That's stupid. Hold on. Can't hear myself think here. Music's playing. So here, let's just... This is basically... We're essentially drawing a cell, kinda, isn't it? Just a little annoying the way I'm picking. There we go. All right. Yeah, not very eye-like. So here, I'm gonna just keep it simple, so we can get to the freaking video game. All right. And then I can take that little thing and move around. All right, now, oh, okay, I got another idea here. Let's line this up centered. So yeah, I wasn't feeling very creative though. I was sitting there brushing my teeth. I needed to get the shit in my teeth. I'm trying to do better about taking care of my gums and my teeth, because I know that as I get into my old age, I probably won't be able to afford any care. So if I don't do a good job now, I'm probably fucked, and I'm not doing a great job. But here, let's give it like a kind of a depth there. That'll be all kind of one piece here. This lower chunk will... Why am I not seeing my anchor points? I think I turned them off. Yeah, okay. Oh, come on. Nope. I'm just trying to connect it up without moving the bottom. I like the way it's... Okay. Don't worry. I'm going to fix that. So this is the darker bit. This bit here is actually the base. So duplicate that. And now this is what I want to keep. I know it's hard to tell on the screen, but I want to keep this top layer. I actually want to keep what's visible above the top layer. So I'm going to go layers, combine shapes, and fuck. Let's try that one. No, that wasn't it. Yeah, okay. Redo. Okay, but I changed the order of the layers. Option. Where did it go? I lost it. What the fuck? There we go. Okay. Subtract front shape should do it. I think that did. There'll be a little bit more to delete when I'm done, but that's all right. And merge shape components. Okay. So if I turn off these two, we'll see. Yes, that's what I wanted to see. So these little guys, time to go. Sorry, you're like one of the useless Baldwins. I think if Trump wins re-election, that one of the other Baldwins should take over Alex's job. they're all talented. They're all equally talented brothers. Don't you think? Billy. Which one does? Well, there's one of them does a great job in that movie about the Kaiser Soze, about Sammy Soze. James says, with grape eyes comes grape responsibility. I'm reporting you to the copyright police. Okay, fuckface. You stole that. You stole that from Uncle Ben. He's not going to drop you off at the library just before the Oscorp presentation on nanotechnology, okay? You ruined it. God damn it. What is Willem Dafoe going to scream about now? He's going to have to go live on an island with Kim Kardashian and Robert Pattinson and masturbate randomly for some reason. Why is it doing that one? I keep picking the wrong... Yeah, that's another movie that I'd like to do on Suck Professor is The Lighthouse. There's an animation there, too, that I've been wanting to work on. Once I get past some of this other stuff that I'm doing, I'm gonna do more of this, more animation. I keep having all these like little ideas and being like, oh man, this is gonna be so good. I got an idea here. So look, here's the eyes. It'll float around like this. It'll go like, and occasionally it'll rotate. Like that. All right, so let's duplicate the eye. You know what? Before I do, this seed I made is not doing it for me, but the shadow, oh, I see, I didn't do a shape. Okay, I'm just gonna rebuild this seed real fast that we have. Kind. Here we go, we want an ellipse tool. That's about right. I always think the seeds are kind of dark, a little bit like dark little capers. All right. I'm kissing it. I'm kissing it the way Trump would kiss his supporters. So funny. The news lately, not all of it. It's actually all kind of horrifying and terrible. Who knows? I mean, what a horrible democracy where you have very little confidence, or you should have total confidence that your vote is counted. Total confidence. Instead, we know they're manipulating it. We know, Americans are asked to accept so much bullshit in this country. It's so crazy that we tolerate living here. You're lied to at every stage by your government, by every candidate. They're lying to you about their own policies. They're lying to you about their opponents, especially about their opponents. In the most generous sense, they're making promises that they know they probably can't keep. But, it varies. It depends. It's not everybody. So you're lied to there. You're inundated with propaganda and bullshit throughout the entire process. And then they come at you with election gerrymandering, so you're underrepresented there. The Electoral College takes away your power. The Republicans are particularly bad about voter suppression. And I don't even think it's fair to even say the Democrats do. I mean, I guarantee you can find examples. They're a political party, no doubt, but it is very, very, very much a Republican thing to try to steal democracy away from people. And it's disgusting what they do. It's disgusting how they approach it. So turning the music up a little bit here in case it's not very visible to your ears. And so you have to break. I was just thinking about that. I'll probably ramble about that next time I'm on. But Trump does his rally. This story was hitting. I woke up really early. I've been having weird sleep patterns lately. Woke up super early, like by that like 3 or 4 or something, and I started seeing some of the tweets and stuff going on about. All right, so these will be like the primary eyes. Let's go. This will be its right eye. Think like the green blob thing from Minecraft, the square-headed fellas. This is kind of what that is. And so Trump holds this rally. He does this thing where he flies into airports, and they set up at the airport. And airports are not a bad place. It's a big open field, big open concrete slabs. And you can, it's not necessarily dumb to do a thing at an airport. But he does this stuff where he just shows up at some town. He'll even say stuff like, he said something about Erie, Pennsylvania, like how he wouldn't be there. He didn't have to come. He would have no reason to come to Erie or something like that. The guy is such an evil shit. And So it's really insulting to begin with, just to have to show up at a campaign event where Trump is just going to drop in on his airplane and then take off immediately. He literally walks from the airplane to the platform, gives his speech, gets back on the plane, and takes off. It probably simplifies the security situation. I imagine airports are a bit easier to secure for the Secret Service than another place. But that's right. That's emblematic of the kind of relationship he has with his base. So now I'm going to work on. I think let's do some shading on the front, because we're going to have to do kind of like a front glare or front marks and back marks. So let's do the first one here. I'm not going to work in opacity with opacity at 0, because that's just going to get goofy. So this is going to look gnarly for a while we do this here. Okay. I want the color to be a little lighter. All the colors are going to get changed soon enough. Actually, I only want to move the bottom here. So he flies in, and he goes to Kansas, where it's getting cold. There, I guess there's the West, or the plains states are having a little chill. I think there's snow in Colorado, and it's cold. It's like lows in the 20s with wind chills and stuff. So he goes to Kansas, does his thing, gets all his base out there. They all come out, these Trump skulls. They all show up to hear the great leader speak, and they're super excited. It's a big deal, and it's a long day going to these rallies. You got to show up. You got to be there for hours and hours. Security screenings. There's restrictions on bathroom access and what you can buy. So, how loud? I think, is this too loud? Sorry. So it's a tough day. Like, even in a nice sunny day with a warm evening, it's tiring, I'm sure, for these folks. I don't think a lot of people are spending a lot of time on their feet. So we're losing our Walmart glutes from working in the profit mines for the Walton family. And because this airport, or I don't know exactly why, but I know that they do a thing where they'll have people park far away, and then they shuttle them over with buses or shuttle vans, big vans and shit. All right, hang on, let me keep focusing. Your layer group, no. Yeah, okay, that's fine. It's gonna get bright right there. And then I want to put the same shade. Nah, we're not gonna do this here. Okay, double that. So this will be a little bit darker. We'll just see. And then, so all these folks show up, and it's a story they'll never not tell their grandkids about the time they got to see, dipshit Hitler. And I can't blame them. That's what they believe. It's their thing. So they go stand in line. They stand in the crowd. They're spitting out COVID all over their neighbors. The neighbors are spitting out COVID all over them. It's a beautiful expression of being immune, because Trump is immune. Therefore, they're immune. You see how that works? When the cult leader has taken over someone's reality and has replaced their own abstract existence, the way they interpret their abstract existence, it becomes theirs. So they're all immune. They can't catch it. And if they do, well, it's personal responsibility. You should have pulled yourself up by your virus straps, you stupid dumb motherfucker. So, and you're probably a liberal and a Hillary voter if you die of COVID, okay? Okay? Now get into the ground, Grandma. I don't want to hear you coughing while you die, because I got to go watch Trump on Fox News, you stupid old hag. Fucking Hillary voter. And Grandma's going, "Make America great again." It's like the dirt's filling up her mouth. Yeah, that's a nice little scene. So they get their fix. I've been to a Trump rally, 2016 with Jimmy Dore, man. We went to one. We got in as journalists. We were in as press, so we had a whole different kind of, we didn't have to go wait in line and stuff. But, I mean, you got to stand in a different line, but it's not the same. And it was really interesting. I've been to a few Bernie rallies, one big one in California, and 2 or 3 in Iowa, because we were traveling around. Oh yeah, and at least one in Nevada. Yeah, we went to anyway. So I've experienced these things firsthand. I can't say I have had a shit ton of experience, like reporters who have to follow them around. Those beat reporters who follow the campaigns, they're there. They just go see the same speeches over and over and over again, and just wait for them to misspeak or say something dumb, and then they can go report it. So these are exhausting days, and this was a cold day, and Trump, they provided the buses to get to the rally from the parking lot, but what they didn't provide was a way out of the airport back to the parking lot where everybody's cars were, and it's like 3 miles. I think I saw 2.7 miles. I want to talk about this on Perfect Union when I do that. I think I'm going to try to do something tomorrow, but they had to, so I'm going to do like a Google Maps fly around. It's the temperatures are in the 30s now, 40s. 40s is cold. If you're not ready for cold 40s, it's freaking cold to be out in 40 degrees. 30s, getting closer to, and there's this one Twitter account called Omaha Police Scanner. So every city has somebody that just listens to the police scanner and puts up stuff. There's lots of that. It's kind of an interesting, like, weird little subworld. You can even find audio feeds of different police scanners and stuff. So Omaha Scanner starts posting stuff because this whoever it is picking up. See, now that I'm turning down the gradients or the opacity, we can start to see how it kind of starts to take a little bit of form. But see, since we want to see stuff in the back, we've got to do some more here. So yeah, so the people start having issues with the cold. Like people, there's one report of someone who was needing medical attention. So medics were being called, police are being called. Police were giving people rides in their cars. There's this really funny video of them all standing around waiting for buses, and there's no buses coming. They're just abandoned. They're just fucking left to the elements to fend for themselves after going to one of Trump's feedings where he feeds on their attention and their love and their claps and their cheers, and he feeds on it and he sucks out some of their energy and then he spits them out, man, like COVID on Melania's forehead when she's forced to stand near him, because that's what the prenup says she's supposed to do. This guy, just let them all go. Let them all just rot. Who cares? What the fuck do they care? He's gotten what he wants out of them. So hopefully some of them had a moment of, oh my God, I don't think this is right. I didn't like the way this thing was here. I'm just going to put it, I want a little bit more straight up like that. No, I didn't want to do that. Yeah, because stuff is never quite perfect. I'll just leave it away. I'm overthinking here. Okay, so let's get, this is going to be front. Let's start to build a little bit of our base. Shit, I just pressed a button. Hold on. Okay. And then these are going to be front accents. It's just hilarious. It's just so funny that, I don't want anybody to get hurt. I hope people were taken to the hospital as needed and cared for, and I hope they get giant medical bills for it too, by the way, because they support a fucking monstrous political party that sees their panic and their pain and their medical pain and their need for attention, meaning like medical attention, as an opportunity to squeeze a little bit of their savings out of them, a little bit of someone else's. Maybe they got to borrow money. Maybe got to get a loan. Go pay a premium. Go pay, even in the best case where you've gotten your insurance covered. You still had to pay the premium. You still had to pay the copay. You still had to pay the co-insurance. You still had to pay the deductible. You still had to pay the out-of-pocket minimum for the year. So in the best case scenario, you're still just generating profit for these fucking monsters. So I hope they all get medical bills up the ass for it. That's something I can hope for. Learn a lesson here, because they are supporting a person who tortures children. So they deserve to take some kind of hit for it. Yeah, it's just, I just love that he left them all to rot. Leave them to freeze in the cold. Because you kind of, these big events, like when you go to any big event, the Rose Bowl or the local high school gymnasium, and there's police in cordoned off areas and, orange pylons and cones and don't go here, go park there, go park, no, you can't go here, don't park there. People want to follow the rules. They don't want to get lost. They don't want to create a problem. So you tend to just sort of be a sheep. You tend to just go oh yeah, I see people don't really take a ton of initiative in these types of situations because people are very varied individuals. All right, sorry, I got to work on the back here. So I'm just gonna pull up this one. I think we're gonna delete that eventually. But what I need is this curve. I need this back curve right there. So this is gonna be how we build the back accents. And we'll take the top base too because we want the top curve there. So let's see, top. Let me think this through for a second. Just done. Okay. All right. Got it. I'm actually going to change the color because this is going to get confusing as shit. Okay. So, no. All right. Duplicate. I'm just going to leave one for the heck of it there. Duplicate that. Okay. Changing the color. All right, now let's rotate this over. Nope, not that. I just want to move the bottom of it. Okay, here we go. Okay. So this is going to look cool. Doing stuff with shapes like this is really, you can get easily thrown off and easily confused. But I've done so much of it, I know that the process will eventually result in just a sliver on the right side here. So what I want to do is... Is that right? Yeah, okay. I want to subtract layer, combine shapes, subtract front shape, and no. Okay. Yeah, that's all right. That's okay. I know it looks bad. So now I want to do the same thing with this bottom because I want to slice off this shit I don't need here. So I'm gonna keep the top here. So we're gonna go layer, combine shapes, unite, no, subtract, at overlap. Great. And this is not exactly the way I was aiming for everything to work, but that's all right. Ugh. Hold on. All right. There. Okay, I think this will do it. Sorry, my head's a little out of it right now. Unite at overlap. No, I want to. Okay, now that's probably almost there. Yep, that's okay. That's what we want. Okay, cool. It's got a hold. I hate it when it's like that, but it doesn't matter. But I just don't have any need for it. I don't need all these things. That's all right. All right, so I want to get rid of most. I just deleted those. Hang on. There we go. Delete. Delete all these. Really only need one of these up here, so let's delete. This is probably gonna screw it up. Yep, that screwed it up. Whatever, we'll leave it. I can come back and fix this though. We can also do it the old-fashioned way, which is to just delete everything. Yeah, something about the way those are intersecting is what caused it to do this goofy. Okay. Mm-hmm. Ah, no. But yeah, it really does sort of sell the idea. Sell exactly what's going on with Trump's is that he uses his audience. He clearly despises them. That's the vibe I get from it. And they adore him. He's living the bully life that they've always dreamed about having. And man, what a weird it is so fucked up. And then as soon as he's done, he just takes off and they are fucked. They are just nothing to him. Sorry. All right. Hold on. All right, I gotta lock other shit down. That's what's going on. It's normally not this annoying. I'm trying to do it quickly, and that's screwing me up. Right, you know what? Fuck it. I'm starting over. I can't. I know that there's a really simple way to do this, but I'm screwing it up. Sorry, I know this is tedious. So here, I just want to do, here, let's go from a different approach. Let's just put stuff where I want it. This is more what I was doing the last time anyway. I just want that. See this orange blob? All I want is these intersections. So here. Okay, don't worry, that's okay. Oops, messed up the thing. Hold on, I gotta do a little thing real quick. Alright. Okay. So what I want to do now is bring up one of these. Duplicate it because we're going to do it again probably. And then go image layer, combine shapes. Unite at overlap. That's what I was, okay. Now we're, I was doing it weird before. Okay. So now I should have a, okay. Bird shape components, and I should have anchor points. Yes, see, I wanted an anchor point up there, and I wanted one. Well, I was hoping for one right there, but that's all right. We'll just move it. I'm being annoying. And then we can actually make it make some sense visually. Okay. Let's go back accents. Oops. It's tedious stuff, huh? Okay. Now I'm going to turn it back to some kind of green color. Say like, it'll look, it's supposed to be subtle because you're looking through layers of this gelatin. So all that for just a little bit. Where's the top one now? That was that base here. So sometimes you have to, okay. Yeah, that's a little bit better. The base will be on top. And actually, I think front accents can go above it. Okay. You can tell the layer ordering is very important. So we're going to do one more back accent. Now that I know what to do, I shouldn't be so stupid and dumb the way I did it before. Boom, boom. And then I can even just create. So I'm going to keep that one there, and I'm going to add it. Boom, boom, and then we'll give this one a little bit beefier, kind of a beefier purchase on the back. I don't really care the shapes right now. I just want the. All right, I can even pull this one out like that. All right, so this is it right here. So I want to remove the overlap. Image. Wait a minute, what am I doing here? I want to take. Yeah. Oh, I see. I know what I did last time. All right. Yeah. This will. Okay. Combine shapes. Unite at overlap. But it's still. See how it's dropping down like that? I'm just going to get rid of that real quick by going. Let's see. Combine shapes. Subtract. Unite. I knew it was going to be a mess. Okay, no, this one goes on top. And then I want to remove the front. Yeah. Okay, now that's okay. No, really. Just in time. When I finally figure it out, I'll be just in time to be done. Okay, so now we can take these anchor handles and start moving around a little bit. Although really this sort of speaks for itself in a sense. This looks like that one character a little bit from Fat Albert. The guy with the funny hat on his head. Alright, so back accents. Really faded. Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay. Now, that's sort of okay, but I think we can do a little bit of shading. That'll kind of bring it home. All right, that's the back. Let's do this one. And then this one needs also needs a little shade. Try not to overthink it. It's easy to get lost in details. And then this one looks could be a little brighter. Okay. All right, one more on the top. We need to do some kind of lighter stuff. Let me just turn these both down a little. Whoa, that's weird. 9%. Yeah, and when this is animated, I think I can make this kind of like a blobby thing moving around. It'll look a lot different. So we're going to do one more glare on the top, and then we're going to do a mouth, and then we're going to call it a day, and then move on to Hades, because I'm really kind of chomping to play that game. I've been focusing on very detailed computer crap all day, so I'm sort of done with this. That's why I chose a ghost, because it was going to take about 5 shapes to do, and of course I called an audible and making it way more complicated than it needs to be. All right, so we need a copy of the base, and do we really? No, we don't. Let's just do it the old-fashioned way with just a pen. We'll pick a green color there. This is basically, it's kind of ordinary as you might think. This sort of shading would be. I mean, you're out walking 3 miles at midnight in 20, 30 degree weather after seeing your hero who provided the buses for you to get there. I mean, I don't know what they charge. Do they charge to get in these rallies? I should know that. I was thinking, though, they could set up a business. I tweeted this. Patrioter. Stupid idea. Could not Photoshop. Brainstorm that a little better. So they're freaking making money. You could charge people for rides to and from fascist rallies. If anything is going to get a lot of repeat business, it's fascist rallies. That's like their whole thing. They love to gather in big groups to tickle their cultish behavior, which is also their like innate human need for feeling connected to an organization or to a group of like-minded people. We all have something like that in us. Not in a cultish way, per se, but that instinct, I think, is what is being kind of repurposed, in a sense, for when cults form. That need to, both the ability to kind of attach your existence to someone else's. I think that's why what most pundits and media types don't quite grasp about Trump is his fans are so loyal, they don't care about all the nonsense or the crazy stuff because he's living the fantasy that they all would love to live. That's all he really is doing. And the more he fights, you know, the less he's not taking it. He's not letting the liberals show him what the fuck to say. None of that. He is just pure id. He's just living out that fantasy, and they get to experience it because they attach their viewpoint into his, or just patched in. It's kind of fucked up, if it's at all accurate, which it might be. All right, that glare mark sucks. It's fine. It's okay. All right, so now that's the thing about glare. It's this reflection from light nearby, and there's different kinds of light. There's different sorts of ways materials interact with light. So now it needs a mouth. This is going to be a little tricky. I'm not quite sure exactly how we're going to do this, but I feel like it would talk by like lifting up. That's all I can really picture. Maybe we'll give it like a weird little gnarly teeth. So I just duplicated the base layer, and we're going to add some anchor points if I can get in there. Turning into a plus sign. What's going on? Ah, keep doing that. Hold on. Get back to it. There it is. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna let the music roll for a sec while I work on this. I think it's at a quiet spot, but I don't know why I sent it. So this should work. When I mouse over, this should change to a little plus sign, but it's not. So something, and I did get an error that said it's not working because of a program error. Oh, Butternickles. Hey, didn't see you there. In Zoom Improv. Are you saying you were in another thing that was Zoom Improv, or when I'm doing it Zoom Improv? Oh yeah, no, never mind. I know what you mean. Yeah, I have said like this is sort of improv animation, but yeah, it's kind of a stoner jello cube. That's pretty much exactly it. Yeah, thanks. I'm actually very flattered that you're able to figure that out. With seeds inside grapes, and these are going to be animated, so the eyeballs are going to move around. So they're going to go like. I'll keep them within a range, and it'll be fun. Actually, it would be kind of cool. This is an interesting idea. I won't elaborate too much, but the program character animator has physics, and you can impose physics boundaries and stuff. So maybe I'll have it so that when I animate it left using the webcam, it tracks your face, and that's how it can read motion data from your face. The eyeballs can maybe move around in response. Okay, that's something I can play with. Been meaning to sort of fart around with that. But right now we're having a problem with the program. It's not either I'm doing something wrong that I can't realize, or okay, no, okay. Oh, okay. I had to. All right, Jesus, I'm tired. There's the plus sign. That's what was missing. Actually, I want it to be equidistant, so I'm gonna create a temporary something to make sure that it is so. No. Okay, actually no, that's not the right way. Center it. Okay. So since it's a little on the small side, or a little on the big side, I kind of feel like a little mouth. I am overthinking everything. Okay. You're on break for 10 minutes. Oh. Well, I'm so glad you're spending your break with us. I hope this is the nourishing pixels and audio waves from your computer that you need. What are you breaking from? School? Yes, I agree. Equidistant and triangulate. Those are great words. I like to drop in the occasional isosceles once a day. All right, I'll quit rambling here. Let me focus on making this mouth. Let's get right in there. Go. This is where I'm going to want the pixel grid to come back to life here. It's in a second. But that's okay. It doesn't really matter. There we are. All right. That's... Okay. I know what I was doing wrong before. I didn't have the right selection tool pressed. That can be kind of a pain. Okay. So those things will keep our shape connected. If I can grab this one here. Why does it keep picking the pupil? Stop with the damn... I mean the eye. Let's just lock these off. Okay. Zoom improv class. Oh, you're actually... You mean like comedy improv? You have a sub today. Is it a 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot crunch? I just assumed you were talking about me. What a jerk. That's cool. Okay, sub teacher for your improv class. That's fun. I took improv class way back in Chicago when I first started doing comedy. I only took one class. I took Improv 101. My teacher was Charna Halpern, who's like a well-known name in her and Del Close were like the founders of the Chicago Improv Olympic, and they or he, I don't know, they came up with the Herald technique. And so she actually knew, I chose her class specifically. I wanted the best. It was Mr. Miyagi for karate class, and it was Charna Halpern for improv. And I said, I'm the best. I need the best. So we, there we go. See, that's all it took for stupid mouth. Wait, hold on. Yeah, it was all right. I mean, I didn't like it. Not that it was that, I just didn't like improv myself. I definitely have more of a stand-ups mindset, but I think it's great. I wish I'd done more. Honestly, I really should have done more. I think I could have benefited further from more improv training. But like, she had us jumping into her heralds like right away. Like she wasn't fucking around. So as soon as shit was going, she was ready. Where is? Okay, so which one is? That's the base. All right, so that's a little. Let's just change the color of this guy. Oh, it's below. It's not on. So good for you. Take an improv. Which class are you in? If you're still there, are you on like starting out or further along? Oh, I know why it's not changing, because there's one above it. It's not even supposed to be there. Okay. Why is it? All right. Okay, I want that to be a little... Okay. All right, it's not quite... There's a lot more detail to this that I'm going to want to put in there, but let's just do some gross teeth and call it a day. I mean, his mouth is going to take a bit more tweaking, because getting it to blend in perfectly with the way that it's see-through is going to be a little tricky, because I'm doing it with shapes on the front. So if it means I have to, the mouth replaces the entire head shape, that might be what I end up having to do, because I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to blend that very well. But anyway, it doesn't matter right now. Let's just work on these, giving this monster some gross teeth. I feel like there should be, I think its teeth should be like pieces of hot dogs. But I don't know how that works as teeth, but we'll make them hot dog colored. How about that? Don't ask me where all this genius comes from. UCB's 101. That's great. Stand up in San Francisco in 2001. Now my daughter's grown up. Oh, good for you. That's wonderful. Yeah, go ahead. You paid $300. Don't fuck around. This will be archived on the YouTube channel anyways, and it'll be on Twitch for 14 days. So you won't be, you'll still be able to watch everything. And I expect you to watch it at 0.5x. Okay, watch it slow. Yeah, Upright Citizens Brigade. James, maybe there's a calling there for you. Maybe this is the push you need. All right, so since hot dogs are, let's go, that's gross. And then they do kind of come with a border, so let's try to keep this quick. These are not shapes, though. I like doing shapes because that's when I can start chopping them up. And when you change sizes. All right. So, duplicate. I'm actually going to put that one back behind it. Good for you, Butter Nickels. That's awesome. That's really anybody taking initiative to do something that they like. I have a ton of respect for that. The younger me used to do such things. You know, so this will give it like that. I could have just done it. Oh yes. I could have just done a stroke, which would have given it a border, but this way I can kind of. Yeah, I was saying earlier, I wasn't feeling very creative. I was just sitting there going, okay, Hank, what are you going to draw? What are you going to do on your stream tonight? You going to do something cool? And my brain's going, do a ghost. Just do a white, straight, normal-ass, stupid ghost. And I'm going, duh, brain. I don't want that. It sucks. Why do you suck so much, brain? And but I feel like I knew that just jumping in would kind of get the creative juices flowing around, and turns out we're doing Jello with hot dog teeth, and you can't take that away from me. Okay, yeah, hot dogs have very thin skin. Trust me, I come from a long line of hot dogs, so it needs a little texture though, doesn't it? Oh, you actually can do I don't think I have any. I'd have to fart around with getting these gradients to like look good. But not gradients, patterns. That's leaves. Hold on. Sometimes you get lucky though. You find something that kind of. And if I can change the scale of it too, I can. Yeah, like actually that looks kind of hot dog-ish, sort of. But I want to overlay it. To see what sort of, yeah, see. Oh man, that fucking will not be at all visible to anybody who sees this ever. Plus, I think it's a little small. Got a little tiny feel of grit. Almost a little too much. Okay. Heck, one tooth is probably all it really needs, isn't it? So this thing needs just a little shade. We're not even close to done, but I do want to kind of get us somewhere. Nope, it doesn't have that's not the right color. Anytime you draw in the wrong color, you just can go into the hue and saturation, change the lightness, change it around, and you can just manipulate it and bring the color back the way you want. All right, so what I want to have more of a lip, and I want this mouth to be kind of more like a. Ugh. But the thing is, it's see-through. So this is, I'm not sure. Yeah, okay. The hot dogs will always be visible then. So I don't know how I'm going to make that work with the base. Maybe I have to make the base a little deeper. Just, I mean, I'm a big Bill Nye the Science Guy fan, and I like Neil deGrasse Tyson, and heck, even my old high school physics teacher, Mr. something guy, and they'd be proud of me. Oh shit! I was in high school. I was in physics class, and I was tipping back in my chair. My chair was in my seat was in the back row, up against the cinder block wall. And I was tempting the fates, and I tempted a little too hard, and the chair slipped out from underneath me, and I went backwards. Hey, love you too, Butternickles. Add me on socials. Oh, I know the name. I recognize that name from Suck Professor days. I didn't know that. Okay. I don't know you from back then other than the name, but I do recall being like, oh, there's that Carol name. I think. God, memories are so weird. Heck, for all I know, you might have been part of my several years of Sunday church group when I was growing up back in the poverty fields of Oklahoma. All right, so we've talked ourselves into a weird conundrum here, because since we have a see-through Jello monster with hot dog teeth. What the hell's the mouth? Oh, okay, there's the mouth. Yeah, this see-through business is gonna make this a nightmare. So, but that's okay. Actually, it'll be funny, and I think we can float the hot dogs around, and we'll do some other hot dog shapes. So this will be a 70s Jello monster with Jello eyes. This is so much better than a ghost and hot dog teeth. And then when it closes its mouth, I should always have some hot dogs sticking out. So we're going to really make this mouth gross and nasty. Okay, cool. All right, you know what? This was more productive than I thought. Okay, cool. This is so weird. Fantastic. Let's put on the shrimp. I'm going to turn the music up a bit. I know we've been listening to the same song, but I'll let it go up. I'm going to go full screen with shrimp, and then we'll be back in like 5 or 10 minutes with some trying to talk into this at the same time. Can't even find what I'm, okay, there we go. We'll be back with some Hades. Oh boy, I didn't know that transition right away. And thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll be back with the video game Hades. Bye for now. It's a banana. All right. Starting up on Hades here. How stupid that is. All right. Okay, I changed this. Beautiful. Who doesn't love that? Here we go, guys. Hello, welcome back. We're playing Hades. Let me see. I got to get the audio working up a bit. Okay, so hold on. As usual, we got to dial it in the audio. I hear the music quite well. Here's pieces working here. All right, let me just get into it so the music kind of goes. All right, so you can see we're starting escape attempt number 12. See how far we can get tonight. I think we'll be able to do at least 2, of course, but probably more. I don't know. See how my energy holds up. Just kind of testing out the audio. I am actually recording this stuff. I did figure out how to do different layers, different audio layers, which makes the editing way easier. Gives me quite a bit of ability, much easier ability to control the sound of the game and the sound of my voice, which is great because that's part of editing. Oh, God. Guy must have heard about all the Trump nonsense. Oh, let's eavesdrop on this conversation.
I've done the best I could preparing him, though I'm fearful it was not enough. No one ever has escaped this place.
Sorry, hold on.
Your expertise has readied him, Achilles. Yet I sense it is your confidence in him which spurs him on. Do not lose faith in yourself now, lest soon he do the same.
My faith is prone to shakiness at times.
So we're just in a fraternity here. It's like a sorority where everybody just talks about each other. Talking about me, the new guy. Talk to the dog.
Sweat boy made it all the way to Asphodel last time. I fully understand how come you never liked it there. Now to trek on back, I guess. Take care.
Okay.
Despite the Underworld Prince's optimism, his old companion Cerberus, the multi-headed hound, maintains a somewhat sulky attitude for now.
All right.
I see you've decided to come home. Changed your mind yet? Or looking for more pain and suffering?
More pain and suffering for sure. After all, you
keep telling yourself that, boy. But mark you my words, sooner or later this life that you have chosen for yourself shall teach you I was right.
Used to have a special relationship.
Good talk. Good talk.
My name might as well be Hades Jr.
It's a bit quiet here, you know, when you're out and about. Makes me a bit self-conscious, truth be told, seeing as ostensibly I'm the musician of this.
Well, you know how to hold a musician. You've so far just been the instrument.
Decide to start strumming on that lyre again. I'm sure nobody here is going to mind. Though you take care, okay?
Yeah. Until you start playing.
If you insist, my friend.
Until you start playing. Jesus, they're still talking. Until you start playing the instrument, you're just an instrument holder. Who
Congratulations,
poops. Okay, Wretched Broker got me last time, I guess. I don't know. There we go. It's a nice way. Bet that guy's fun when he goes to the mall, zipping through everything. Okay, I can buy a key. Do I have any reason to? I don't know. Maybe. Oh, I can buy a nectar. That actually seems like a good deal, right?
That's too good a deal to pass
See?
up.
That's what I was just thinking. So let's give somebody. I know one of these. Okay, I want to be careful here because I've already done this twice. Okay, so he does not have one. See the little bow on the gray heart? If it's red, right, like that, that means I've already given it to somebody. But I don't know which one gives me the... Oh, I can't give it to these guys because I've already activated their... Okay, so let me just double check again. Make sure I haven't given one to my dad. Is there no... Oh, Olympians. Zeus. Okay, no. Hades. Okay, so I have it. Let's just see what it is. I don't know which one and how I'm going to get the one I want, but... Oh shit, I can't because I've already talked to him. Why can't I do to her if I've already talked to her? I can! This is the worst. Could you imagine being a new person? So I can't do these because I've already talked to them. Maybe because they're like in their special squaring off mode or whatever. So let's just do him.
Hey, Father. I thought
Dad?
maybe, you know. Here.
Where did you get this? You think you can butter me up with such trifles? Give me that.
You want to have a catch?
Get out of here.
All right, fine.
You're welcome, Father.
Wait, nothing?
Shades of the court.
What?
I'll hear your claims for now.
Is this from... His meticulous veneer gives way to impatience frequently enough with his only son, Jesus. I was thinking, it's almost getting time to start making tiny little masks for baby Jesus for the nativity scenes, right? This resentment extends. So what the hell? So what's this key thing anyway? So he's different, I guess. God damn it.
Claim granted.
Oh, whatever. That's fine. It's not like a big deal. I just need to... Sorry about the tiny burp. All right, I got 95. Boiling blood does... I feel like the coins does have low key some pretty good effect. Do that, and let's do... Screw it. We'll do more coins. Okay.
Done.
Great. Hey, boyo, how you doing there? How's your Jello mold coming along? Did you get the hot dog teeth working? I'd be like, oh my god.
You mentioned the ancient bit of
The algorithms.
Tartarus. Know what I'm supposed to do with this stuff?
Wouldn't know a thing about it. Definitely doesn't have anything to do with those infernal arms of yours, some of which appear to still be unavailable to you, as I understand.
But
Unlock those first, then, huh?
no, God, exactly what I was thinking.
Which to choose?
Okay, so I think getting stronger Zeus powers is good because he's lightning attacks. They all have pretty good attack. I think it's, yeah, I like this aspect of learning the different gods and the boons structures that they have and then developing your character around your own play style. All right, so the bull rush. That's, oh, to armor. Hold special. During your dash, your special. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I like this hold special one. Let's just see how this works.
This should work.
So just got to kind of take a moment before every fight. All right. So, here we go.
Do not mess with me right now.
Can't walk around with it.
Do your worst.
Take that, lady, minding her own business. Oh, stupid. That was a challenge. Okay. So we start off with a Zeus boon. Coming up. Oh, man. What?
Got him.
Hey, Dad. I mean, Dad's brother.
Must be my gleaming thunder signet that I transferred to you. Why, I could feel its call from all the way up here.
Gleaming Thunder Signet. I like the sound of that. All right. Attack commits chain lightning. Special causes lightning bolt strike. I like the chain lightning. Cast is a burst of chain lightning that bounces. Oh, man. All these are good. I do obviously going to use the special, but I'm not going to use it when I'm in the middle of a big fight. So I think, like, in the big fight, I'm going to be sort of, you know, button mashing on the attack button as opposed to taking a moment to throw out the bigger one here like this. This actually kind of forces you to slow down and be a little more contemplative about your approach. Hi, welcome to life. Yep. Okay, get some coins.
I'm rich.
Health increase, or let's do this. Plus, you can sell this stuff too. Maybe. Ah, damn.
Hi, Aphrodite.
Hello.
Lord Zeus has made acquaintances with you? Oh, I sometimes forget that he's your uncle. His favor's well worth having, I assure you.
All right. After you take damage, resist down. I guess we'll do the special thing. Shoot. All right. Nice. No. Okay. This will be a boss fight or mini boss fight for that's Dionysus. That could be pretty good stuff too. Yeah, okay. Maybe I'll get that hangover.
Let's go, Doomstone.
This fight I find kind of annoying. I've gotten through it pretty fast, but the hell am I? Oh, there we are. Took more damage there than I was really hoping to, but
You're getting somewhere, man. I understand you made it up to Asphodel before. Now that is progress. Keep it up. You keep on going. Yeah?
thanks, boyo. See you on the yacht. Attack inflicts hangover. All right. Oh, it replaces lightning. Damn it. Which one's lightning strike here? That's I don't know. That chain lightning's pretty good then. Okay. Oh, that's the attack. Oh, well, that's good. Okay. No, we'll do the dash doing it. Yeah, that's good. Learn more about him. So wait a minute. That heart filled up. Is that the same as me giving away a thing? I don't know what that means. I'm working with bad info here. I know I could look it up. I like to learn it though. I kind of like games where you don't really know everything. This may explain why I'm being so loved by Mortal Kombat because I was on back. Great. All right, that's good.
Here we go again.
Death is inescapable.
Yeah. Tell that to my boner. There we go. Just trying to use my thing and then get away. I mean, by like going straight through them pretty much.
A few more moments.
Yeah.
You waste my time.
Well, That's better.
That's what you get for not coming to my volleyball games, Dad.
Looks like a good batch.
All right. 170 coins. Health increase, but I'll be able to gain health up here.
Charon's shop.
150. Oh, don't have enough for everything. For 2 at least. I'm only down by 18. Just do that. That's better. Take it easy, Karen. So the regular hits kill him. I don't need to.
Welcome. That's what you get.
Great. Shops are in here. All right. Jewels or jewels? Which one do I want? I want jewels.
More pests.
Oh yeah, I have that thing. I forgot about that. Whoa. Yes.
Time to collect.
That was quick. That hangover really works because you catch them while you're just every one of those purple blasty bits when you're flying through them all. You're just stacking up on damages. That's why they call me the Ally McBeal of my references. I don't actually. I'm aware that my references are outdated and that I have this mental tick where I think I need to then lean into it harder, which is probably funny once. And even then, a low probability of that. Ooh, shit. All right.
I bet Charon's going to want all this.
Yeah, I probably will. Should we do one of these? Oh, 100. I don't need that many because I probably can't get 100 anyway. But let's go for it.
Remain exactly where you are.
That's pretty quick. I bet I got 80. Oh, I was going to say 81. Wow. All right. Okay, cool. Got 300 coins here, so I could probably drop a good bit on some new goods on everything. Although I don't need to spend money on the food, and it won't even let me anyway. Here, let's do this one first.
Pleasure doing business.
Ah, you found me, little nephew. Strewn among the inventories of that most disturbing river boatman. That means you win my
Great.
blessing.
All right, cast damages foes. A call. Searches you, so you turn into a thing that hits them. Any of these go up. I feel like this is a... Yeah. Just because I know I'm trying to level up traits and stuff, so that's fine. All right, so Heartbreak Special does more damage. The Hangover gets stronger. Lightning goes up by 4. All these are good. Hangovers. That's 4 point. That's 1, 2 per second. For 4 seconds. That's 8. 5, so that's a gain of 40. Lightning does more. That's good too. Special. Hangover.
Hey, Charon, if there happens to be something really horrible awaiting me beyond that door, then give me a sign, won't you?
I was close. I was close. Hey, he's such a poet.
Nice to meet you.
Uh-oh. Hmm? Where's my girlfriend? Oh. This is one of those BDSM chicks.
Big sisters. Nice to finally meet you. My name is Agrius. Not murderer, definitely
It's Greek
not.
for murderer. Uh-oh.
Look, I've done some things that maybe aren't great, but I am very, very sure I haven't murdered anyone.
You're in hell, pal. Only murderers go to hell. Murderers and lawyers. No, that's just stupid. Okay. Try to hit her with some hangover. Uh-oh. Hide behind the things. Oh, she didn't know me. Murderer! I mean, I'm not saying I know how to talk to the opposite sex. Or even the... What is the opposite of opposite? Same? The same sex. But I wouldn't call him murderer right away, unless I was a judge. Alright, I'm being a little cautious because I know that there's going to be some nutty shit going on. I kind of like just hitting her with hangover and then letting it build, or, you know, watching her status bar at the top, her health bar, I guess. Oh. It's kind of cool how it just goes down. Uh-oh. Oh, man, I took a bad hit there. Low health. Oh, no, yeah. Oh, I've done it. Yeah, okay. It gets smaller. What am I supposed to do with this shit? Hey, this is going to be a work. This might not go well. I don't think I'm... I think I can block those. Does that work against any attack? Pretty much. Alright, maybe I gotta use that more. Plus, it gives you a nice quick getaway. This is going to be either her or me. All right. Yes. Yes. Take that,
That's one way to prove I'm innocent.
librarian. All right. Let's say I'll be here, dude. Among each of the Deathless Fairy sisters, the one known as Tisiphone is probably the most responsible for particularly fearsome reputation I'll share, because on the surface of the earth and here below, because she calls everybody murderer, which is quoted directly from Donald Trump's campaign pitch to his followers. Murderers! Yeah, we are murderers! All right, I'm going to get rid of that powered up thing. That's not really... I feel like it's just... Yeah. No. Which one is it? Can I? Press Y, curse, purchasing. I can't, damn it. But occasionally you do find these cell pods somewhere else.
Should I change things up?
All right, so I still want to upgrade Zeus. I feel like that's worth the investment. What, I got 50. I might get some health out of this one. Yeah, that's probably good. All right. Well, no problem.
Heading up. Change of scenery at least.
Yeah, much nicer scenery. Just beautiful. I miss fire. I haven't been around a fire in a long time. I like to stare at fire. I'm a good fire builder.
No,
I like to make the little A hut thing, or you could do like a cabin square bit. As long as there's just oxygen. Listen to me. So some of these guys should drop health. That's kind of what I'm hoping for here. I can also probably... Yeah, like, see, there's health. Looks like a sandwich. Alright, there's health too. That's good.
Not really necessary. The power of Olympus.
Alright, dash the hangover gets stronger. These are probably pretty good too. We'll do hangover. That's obviously going to be...
Now what?
See, here's a sales thing. Dash cut. Now, see, I can't. There's no scrolling either. Is there screens? Nope. I don't think so. Okay. Okay, fine. Kiosk. What if there was a kiosk that sold baby jewelry, and you had to pierce your own baby's ears? What if? That would be, something. Oh, got whacked. Oop, good job getting into the bomb zone. Oh, no. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. What the hell? Get out.
The gods have spoken.
If I gifted him, see, I don't even think this is actually what I think I'm understanding here, but he does have a red heart. Oh yeah, I know that I have it in the selection thing. So I'm just looking for it. No.
Olympus, I accept this message.
No, don't like that one. Gain up when you pick up this, receive. Oh. That sounds good. Hangover effects make them slower. That's probably actually pretty good. I like this a lot too. But we gotta survive, man. Let's go for some health. Oh, I don't even have enough. Even if I could. Okay, hang on. Let's be strategic here. Maybe there's a pot of money. This could be 10 would make enough difference. No. Maybe there'll be one in here. It's a very slight chance. Sometimes there are.
One of Charon's shops.
I don't even see any. Oh wait, here you go. I mean, you could tell if there are anyway. So no, that gambit did not pay off at all. You suck, Charon. Oh no.
The Mega Gorgon.
Bad hit there. Oh. I'm turned into rocks. I haven't been using the cast at all. I keep forgetting to do that. I might die. Oh my god. All right. Take that. All right, lady. Heal me.
In the name of Hades.
Do I have anything causes weak? And inflicts weak. That's the special. Okay. I mean, it's probably like good. It just sounds. It's just not a very exciting one. Cast is a why I don't like that one. Okay. Those are kind of blah. Oh, Butternickles. Hey, didn't notice you were back. Good villains always have nice saturated colors in their attacks. Yeah. That's why I watch the James Bond films. Come and get it. Oh man, took a 10 there. Ah. Okay. Yeah, anyway, the not to be snarky about your comment there, but I agree. The graphics are really pretty. I really enjoy it. The colors in this game. It's just overall great art design in general. Let's do this one. These guys are annoying. Once they get going at you, they could be really a real bitch. I think that slowing them down thing is probably helping, especially with these mobile people. See? They have like this series of attacks that can... I've just gotten whacked over and over by.
Bring it.
Bring it. Get him some hangover. Trying to be sort of a sneak in and hit him, get him hangover, and just let the hangover do its work. Staying in their range of attack while they're taking damage doesn't seem very strategic. Look at this thing. There's a bone organ, huh? Gotta get my board. What am I doing? Okay. Oh, get out of the thing. Ah, god damn it. Okay. I have enough to buy some health. But the next one, this might be one of those rooms that heals you too. So let's just try it. Yep. Well, no, it's not the...
I feel stronger.
Did get some help out of that, though. Whoa. Oh, man. There's no way I'm going to survive this.
Keep coming back, just like your stupid heads.
Well, the hangover can be pretty good. I mean, actually... Alright, so let's just focus on hangover when he's vulnerable and avoiding attacks, so... You get so excited on your assaults that you forget that they have like basically a reset timer. Oh yeah, I gotta hit him with my... Ah, shit. I'm only taking a little damage. I'm doing okay. Hi. No. Ah, stupid. Give me my jewels back, buddy. There they are. Hey, spitting out friends. Wish I could do that. Got one. Took one damage. Two. Run. Okay. Nope. Ah, that's stupid. I walked right into it. Okay, gotta be real careful. Get out of the way. Don't be stupid. Just let the guy be hungover. That's what'll get him. No. There we go. Nice. Butternickel says, teacher mentioned in reference to character work, IO is more about relationships. UCB is more about the game. That's probably true. The groundlings were more about character. Wow. I wanted to know more about when I asked. The teacher seemed a bit cagey and told me to do my own research. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Listen, I have no authority to speak about the improv culture. It is certainly its own kind of ecosystem of personalities and personality types. Stand-up comedians, improv, and sketch are sort of your three categories. You can live in one of them solely and never cross over. You can do all three. You know, most people, I've dabbled, I'd say 97% of what I've ever done is stand-up. So I'm very much in that camp, but I definitely know tons of people. I've been to a bunch of improv shows, and I've been to parties, and I you know, so the comedy community tends to be, I'm speaking my experience primarily in Chicago, but I did a good bit here in LA too. Hold on, let me see if I can get rid of this one thing. Dash and hangover. Wow, the weak effect has a longer duration, so it's 140 though, unless there's something like valuable. Restore health, yes. Gain treasure, it's only 15. Cast it's more damage. Yeah, that might be fine. Oh yeah, so Zeus now we get. Oh, we still have 7 more to go. Yeah, I could easily ramble about it and end up saying mean shit about improv people or improv but who the hell am I? I don't have any. The only thing feature of wait a minute, something is cycling in the. Oh, that's the stuff. Okay, sorry, I'm just looking at the OBS software. Yeah, they act like mafia guys if you don't use the right language. That's right. There's I think this is true not just of these comedy enclaves that we're talking about, but almost any kind of industry. Like I went to school for business, and really all it is learning to say the right words at the job fair and to sound like you belong in the business world. That's that kind of bullshit. It's honestly, it's like a lot of that sort of language, industry jargon that seems to exist in everything is very much about just proving that you've been around it enough to sound like you're not an outsider. So I think that's a big part of it. Not that that's necessarily even bad on its face. It can be exclusionary and a little weird and can make being new to it a little intimidating and hard, which is a little bit part of the kind of filtering systems that groups like to do. But yeah, especially within any kind of entertainment arts like performing or comedy, particularly with comedians who tend to be, now when I say comedians, I don't just mean stand-ups, I mean improv and sketch and whatever, people pursuing humor as a career. They tend to be pretty ego-driven personalities and have creative brains, which can be wonderful and exciting, but they can also come with some social challenges, or at least those sorts of dynamics. Yeah. I think it seems a little more no, that's not the right word. There's a starker contrast because the inherentness of comedy is that you're having fun. So when you start to like do what you're doing right now, which is you're essentially learning how to sail, you're like taking sailing lessons. So you're not just watching from the shore, you're not just a passenger. You're actually sort of going like, oh, how do I tie knots? Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, how do I act like I'm masturbating without it being too obvious? Even though that's that's very classic. Trust me, there's ceaseless masturbation references. It's almost like it's my YouTube channel. So the teachers know some dark secret they're trying not to reveal. Yeah, there's a bit of that. I definitely encountered some of that. That you're. I'd say the main trope, which might not be true, but is that like improv, and I've definitely probably fallen into this category myself, which is is that improv. Let me see what I should do here. By the way, sorry. This is knock away Poseidon, right? I'm gonna give him a gift. Let's see what he's got to offer. Oh, these things are annoying. The main trope I was going to say, and then I'm going to focus after I say this, is they're always on. You can kind of go to a party that's all improvisers, and man, that's a dorky crowd of ceaseless character breaks and goofy little moments. And I kind of like the stand-ups more because they're kind of more the authentic wackos and the sort of not to say that improv people can't be authentic. I'm not trying to say that, but you know, stand-ups tend to be more like the broken mercenaries, the solitary kind of goofballs, and that's probably one reason I fit in with that. I don't know. Yeah, it's and I'm generalizing greatly. Obviously, there's very, very many intangible factors to these things, and every city or region is going to have its own communities. It's going to have its own sort of hierarchy in terms of status and who runs what shows and who has what podcast and who does what this and who did that. And then people start banging each other, so that creates all kinds of other vectors of gossip. And that's been around forever too, I'm sure. You know, oh, he's banging her. Oh, they held hands. Oh my God. Oh God. Oh, they had 10 babies together. Holy shit, that's scary. I think I was okay at improv though. I don't I think I have the kind of mind for it. I didn't like having to wait or having to depend on others for something to be funny, or having to the pressure of them depending on me to be funny. That sort of was the part of it. I'd prefer to just be on stage and just like get out of my way. I'm a little arrogant about that, honestly. I think that's what it is. I'm a little arrogant about my humor.
Please, this is for you.
Which will make more sense if I ever succeed. Right now, it's just like obstinate delusion. All right, so Uncle Poseidon, or you wet, as I like to call him.
I think I've just the thing for you in turn.
Very arrogant.
I'll transfer it to you.
It's spelled ERRO. Grant, error Hugh Grant. See, that's improv right there. That's brilliant. Error Hugh. Oh, conch shell. All right. How many of my brethren did he drown during my immortal days? Okay, whatever. Nice. Yes, thank you for the mask emoji.
Nephew, your cruel father, Hades, he's my elder brother. You know that. Not exactly the expressive type, but never was.
All right, your cast damages foes in an area, knocks them away. Your attack and special are strong at first. Random assortment of this stuff. I'm kind of on a resource gathering mission here, so let's do that. Okay, get some health. Prophecy foretold. Yeah, that's not bad. Let's see if there's anything. Okay, here we go. Gain up to 25 jewels. I don't feel very powerful. Oh, okay, we got a lot of... Oh, you know, don't apologize for diverting the discussion. The whole point of doing this on Twitch is to be able to interact. I'm hoping that someday there'll be so much of an audience that no one can get any word in through the chat, and I just catch whatever comes flying by. It's sort of tragic. The first Donner Party, if you will, the early settlers, which are you, Butternickles, they weren't cannibalistic setting out. They were cannibalistic by necessity. They converted because it was cool. They heard about Kim Kardashian's and let's see, what am I doing here? Hangover effect makes them move slower. That really does shut them down. Special deals more damage. What the hell was I saying about the... Oh, yeah. So now, you know, there'll be, let's hope, a day where these are the times that are going to be like, man, remember when we can actually just talk back and forth? But I think that's a long way away. I think that takes a while. I've been looking at some other Twitch channels. I mostly watch like lefty shows and lefty politics and stuff. And even when they have like 40 to 100 to even less than that, they seem to be able to have a pretty good back and forth with the chat. So I'm speaking about like those really, like Hasanabi, Haas, the TYT guy. Well, he's not anymore, but he any chamber words. Foes are slain. Yeah, these are always just shit. I have to pick one? God damn it. Well, I can sell it later, I guess, right? So His chat is just absurd. It just never. I think he has moderators that highlight them, and that seems to be the only way. It's weird. It's interesting. Let's go with Zeus. We're on a Zeus mission.
Man, you hurt somebody's
Also
feelings.
sensitive. Lightning effects also. Oh, the jolt. What does that do? Next attack hurts their friends. Okay. Cause the lightning will strike. Heartbreak flourish. What is that? There it is. Only. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Too tempting of a trade.
You, what you have just done is tantamount to spitting in my face. Let me remind you then, the ocean can spit back.
Yeah. I appreciate your attempt to summon James with boobmojis. Those aren't even boobmojis. But oh god, this is gonna be bad. Ha! It can push you around, that's good. Wow, this actually kind of hold up. Oh, shit, I spoke too soon.
Next.
What did I? Oh yeah, this thing makes bigger. Okay. Ah, jeez, brutal. This is why I like deflect. You're always hearing me talk about that. I might not survive this. I'm being stupid, that's why.
One's rearming.
Oh, I had two of them. Okay, good God.
Oh, no.
There's too much stuff flying around. And I'm not using all my tools. This is kind of being dumb. What the hell? Oh! There was all sorts of breakdowns right there. I just wasn't really reading everything right. Okay, no problem. No, James, I don't think he's available right now. I think he might be streaming it still, because that keeps our numbers up above our target goals, but I don't think he's around.
Huh? It's fun watching the pool of sticks, you know? The ripples in the blood and everything, and
Pool of
sometimes
Sticks is another name for sausage party.
house staff and guests of honor? No one else. I sign them in and help make sure they have a pleasant stay.
All right, great.
Well, sign me in then.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, is right.
Prince, your father, I think he's pretty steamed right now about something, so maybe you could stay away from him, or I could tell him you're not here.
Okay.
That's quite all right.
He's the
Lisa.
devil. He's always a little steamed.
You're the best help he's ever.
Just doing my job here.
All right, okay, great.
You're much too modest, Lord Achilles, for someone with such a number of heroic deeds and glorious decapitations to his name. You ought to be more like ever boastful Zagreus and talk it up some more.
Okay.
Oh, fear not, Orpheus. I was quite boastful in my day. And would you look at where it got me? Besides, I've not the imagination to come up with tales as tall as those of our Prince Zagreus.
What can I say? I try.
It really does. He really tries.
What do these shades have to say for themselves?
Dodging spears, and she died of impalement. Hilarious.
Cerberus is comfortably at rest. Observe.
Okay.
Well, see you. You're my good boy. Yes, you are.
I don't know if the petting helps, but I just gotta assume that it's keeping track. Eventually, you'll be rewarded for always rubbing the dog, you know? Clifford Cerberus. Yes, indeed.
Been gone a while.
You've been gone a while.
I'm going to find Mother, no matter
You've
how
been
long.
going to find Mother, no matter how long it takes you.
For the last
You've
time.
been for the last time. You're not supposed to speak of that woman in my house. You want to know of her so much, you go find her. See, bad instincts. That's why in improv shows, they would tackle me. The rest of the crew would come up and get me. But that was usually the cleaning staff because I would refuse to leave the. No, I'm joking. I actually never escalated to a real. I think I did the not graduation, but like the level 1 show for the level 1. It wasn't a show, you know, but you got to pretend like it was. I did tons of. I'm probably done. It's hard to even guess. I'm mostly open mics, but easily 200 or 300 regular shows. But way like, I don't know what the hell, over 1,000 open mics. I don't know what the number is. I did it for pretty hard for several years. All right, hold on. Updates with the stuff. Okay, nice. That's great. If I had a diamond, I could do some fishing. Before I make a purchase, let's see what this is.
Nix, I have to ask you something. Are you certain
Yeah,
that my
always pet. I agree.
My mother.
Mm-hmm.
What if?
Your mother yet lives. There can be no other explanation. For if she did not, she would be with us. Here. She was a...
And
I think I turned out okay.
like anything, especially in the early stages of like the world of comedy, is people get into it for different reasons. People have different ambitions. They have different assessments of how the industry works. So there's a huge range of behaviors that emerge from that vast range of understandings that aren't always in line. And then people talk, and I mean, of course, people kind of get in line, you know, getting in line meaning like they align with common threads that are somewhat grounded in reality and whatnot. But you mix in all these big, strong personalities, a little mental illness, lots of drugs and alcohol. Alcohol is a drug. It's weird that we separate it. But, you know, then you put in horniness and sex, you put in different ages and genders and blah, blah, blah. And it's a pretty volatile mix. But the parties were fucking fun, though, man. That's something that was probably I thought I was really busy. And I mean, I worked a lot and I was doing stand up constantly and getting into the stand up, and then started a podcast and do little sketches and videos and shit all the time. And just, you know, you get into the scene and it gets kind of, you know, it's like a workplace almost. So what is this here? 15 coins gets me Titan blood. Or this gets me Titan. I don't know if I want to spend that. I don't have that kind of money. So it's yeah. People jealousy is a huge, through every comedy community there's a deep, nutrient rich river of jealousy flowing. So I think I bought some.
List of minor
Wait a minute, do I get any of this? No. What? I got a list of boons, though. Is that in here, or is that what I was just looking at? Can't even click over to see the rest of them. Jealousy is just like this force, the river of pink ooze. 300. Okay, I got a lot. So deep pockets. Yeah. Give me more. What is this? So every time you just get a little bit. But let's do some. Bonus attack damage. That's probably. I should have done that one. So I need 20 to unlock that.
I feel different.
Boy, I've been saying that my whole life.
How's it going?
Any luck last time?
No, asshole.
Skelly, how do you know all this stuff, by the way? I mean, no offense, but you're a skeleton who just stands around. Yet you have this wealth of knowledge of the underworld.
Hey, I know people, pal. We'll just have to leave it at that. Now let's see you break some of these bones, huh?
All right, let's break some bones. Take that, Bones. I missed all that. So let's see. Actually, I think I upgraded this guy here, right? Oh, 5 more. What's the conch? Oh yeah, duh. That's obvious. I should know what those are gonna do. So there's some up here that I know. There's one that goes in this spot right here that I really want. And I think that might be from someone back in the sorority. Butter Nichols says, I just wanted to vent and make people laugh and hang out with funny people, but inevitably people hook up and Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's understandable that you made the mistake of assuming it would be fun. It's intense. Like, that's the thing. It's intense. It can be really relaxing. It can be blissfully poetic and beautiful, and if you can ascend and transcend humanity with comedy. There's moments of pure joy and bliss and wonder, but there's also, it's a very bipolar in a way. Not to oversimplify something, but
if you so happen to run into him again, that his brother Zeus forgives him and would like to reconnect and welcome him into the family again. You tell him.
Sure I will. No problem. Ooh, yeah, chain lightning. Dash causes light. Okay. The lightning bolt strike is good. These are both good. Gonna be doing a lot of both. But I don't know why. I feel like that one's gonna be it.
The might of the heavens. You're nothing.
What was I saying? I was saying something about all the different ups and downs. Yeah, it's intense. That's where I was going. Because people put so much pressure on everything in comedy. Well, it's one of the ways you figure out eventually. And I don't know if I ever really did. I kind of, there's a difference between intellectual understanding and emotional understanding. Hold on.
The void from which all life and consciousness sprang forth during the dawn of time. The realm of chaos. A land almost unseen even to denizens of death's kingdom.
And below the realm of chaos, the realm of order.
Could you keep it down?
It's a Subway sandwich counter.
The Olympians are vying for your favor, are they not? So often they forget themselves. They force their blessings onto you, whilst I merely offer you a choice.
Good point. Okay, so stronger from behind, better special. These are all lame, man. I don't know. I don't really think I want to do... Well, okay, because it's not hard not to use the cast. I've been forgetting to use it.
Chaos flows through me.
No, I forgot to do the updated thing. Slothful Flourish. I like it. Yeah, so people put pressure and everything takes on this monumental importance. And people can get pretty intense about stuff, and they get really protective of their little cliques and the little groupings that form within these communities. I don't know, I think of it almost like a garden, and like somehow some plants just cluster in certain ways, and sometimes they have vines that climb and coil, and they can respond to different stimuli in different ways, and it's sort of like that. So it's a bit of an, I guess the meaningful part of that metaphor is you could go with flourishful sloth. The meaning part of that metaphor is the organic nature of it, and it's never really static. And even though you might resist the click thing and you might resent it even, you kind of can't help but sort of want to pay. You can't help but pay attention to the cool kids. You can't help but pay attention to the people that have the shows that everybody wants to do, or then the big shots come into town, and then you see who's hugging the big shots, and you're paying attention to all these weird little social interactions because you start to think about your own future in it maybe, and oh my God, how do I have to navigate this world? There's advice like, oh, just focus on doing a great job. And that's true. You should just do a good job. Be funny. Just show up and be funny, be nice, be kind, and don't be a dick. And that's kind of the approach I took. I definitely didn't always achieve my lofty goals of not being a dick, but I wasn't out looking for people to fight with. I don't have the bandwidth for that kind of stress. I just don't. I can't do it. So... Yeah, it's all right. Oh, the jealousy thing, though. Like, my take on that, I definitely experienced it, no doubt, because you're looking around at the community and you're trying to understand why that person, who's doing what shows, who's getting what bookings, what shows are getting big audiences, who's starting a show, who's whatever. And I have been so away from the stand-up and the comedy world for a while that I haven't. I'm sure it's a lot more online and podcast stuff and viral content and bullshit like that. But I gotta imagine it's similar dynamics in terms of people watching others do stuff, and you can't not take in some of that information and absorb some of that vibe. But I don't know. Jealousy to me, I saw people get so worked up about with jealousy, and it leads to big fights and genuine misunderstandings or genuine conflict. And sometimes the people have legitimate beefs, but a lot of times it's fueled by these sort of emotional what's the word? Whitewater rapids. I guess I would shorten that in the editing to rapids. Poseidon, let's go for it. That I don't remember what the hell I was saying. We're trying to do some of these wall hits. I know that's like a thing. So he's in the wall slam. I don't know what that did. I think I just took some damage though. Take that. All right. Okay.
You've come to know your Uncle Zeus by now, correct? Just want to let you know, good Zeus gets very busy on the regular. So you just stick with me. I've always time for you, nephew.
Thank you, you wet. Yeah, I agree. Flying cars would be pretty useful right now. You just fly straight up to heaven where I'm trying to get. Or Mount Olympus, I guess. All right, so special, kick some ass. These aids are pretty, or these calls, I mean. Yeah, I think
Cheers, Uncle.
Just yet another tool in the arsenal. Okay, so I do need health. One mistake I've made with this guy is not looking at my health, and then the chat blocks it.
Sisyphus.
Or do you see? I can't see it.
Tisiphone the Fury here before.
Tisiphone? Why, yes, I have in fact, Prince said. She's
I like the word Zed.
Truth be told. So she's back, is she?
She is. Although I think she's back to deal with me. I'll have to keep her plenty busy just in case.
Okay.
Appreciated, Prince.
Oh, sorry, I went through that. All right, let's just do healing though. I'm not going to win any new jewels without healing. All right, Heron's fury slashes for the crime of once outsmarted the Lord Hades, cheated death, a reckless plan to lay executed, bought himself a little extra time, but now he pays for it, heaving that boulder constantly. Ooh, I know, the horizontal line. I like when they do that with the number 7, too. That's kind of a cool move. I like a really elegant handwriting.
So quiet.
Some people just nail it, and you're like, whoa. And I don't know if that's a practice or just they just have that, their natural handwriting just sort of just hits it just right. Probably a mix of both for depending on who it is. There's a really amazing documentary. I'm sure video game watchers would love stuff like this on Nova. I think it was on Nova of calligraphy and writing, and they sort of trace the origins of writing through the 3 dominant materials used in history. They talk about parchment, which was produced in Arab societies and early cultures, and the Arab like Enlightenment was largely driven by the ability to store and transfer information via parchment paper. So they actually show the process of making parchment. And then they get into, wait a minute, papyrus. Everything I said but papyrus. Then they get into the European paper, which was made out of papyrus. No, wait, no, fuck. Parchment. And parchment is made out of animal skin. So it's a very laborious thing. So those old books of with like the medieval, like what you'd see in the Vatican or something, or I'm sure the Vatican basement has got, I know they have like books that they don't let anybody see, and it's just, I know it's an enormous library. It's got to be, it's all sorts of stuff. Like, heck, let's open that shit up and let's just devote just for the emancipation of that information. That would be enlightening for humanity. But anyway, so parchment is stretched out skin, and they squeeze it. They tie it all up. It looks like a torture rack. It's crazy. They tie it up on this stretchy frame, and a guy like takes this big weird sort of scoopy spoon thing, and he rubs on it with the scoopy spoon, and it pulls all the the fat out of it and the whatever else. I mean, it's an animal thing, so it's kind of gross. But it turns it into this workable paper, and so they have this like professional calligrapher guy. Reads. Yes, that you're talking about papyrus, right? Yeah, that's what they were saying. It was easy to make, and it was a huge industry. So trading papyrus, all the paper drove various industries and trade stuff. And yes, scoopy spoon is the technical term. It reminds me of my favorite poor person snack, Scoopy Spoon snacks. I was thinking Scooby snacks. That's this is all live. Fuck. So parchment writing in early because it was more laborious and more expensive, and it wasn't as useful as papyrus, it didn't contribute to Europe experienced periods of slow information exchange, which is a nice way of saying stupid, superstitious morons. Kind of like what America is doing right now, I would actually argue. Although we have nothing but abundant information these days. And the thing that came around and that had been being made for a very long time, that was a much better technology than parchment or papyrus, was paper. And it was made in China. Yes, right. Monks were educated. They knew how to write. So a lot of that early writing was mostly monks. And in fact, there's a really great book. I sound way smarter than I am. I'm not. I have a good memory for books, not for watching shows or anything. Okay, so hold on. Lightning causes jolted. Empty take damage. There's a really beautiful book called The Swerve.
I'm absolutely flabbergasted.
Oh, me too.
I offer you the finest blessings of the earth and sea, and they're not good enough.
Yeah, they showed the paper process, the ancient Chinese way, and it's not that different. I mean, they just pulp up a certain plant that they used to create fibers. Oh, Jesus, what the hell? And then they lay it out on like a thing, and they let it dry, and all these little fibers just connect with each other, and they turn themselves into paper when it's dry. And so it took ink really well. It was cheap to make, and it was easy to make. I mean, like for older technologies versus rubbing skin. They showed one guy, he's the only dude who does it still, the last remaining monk guy who's like an artisan who creates parchment using the old technique of the scoopy spoon. Oh, it's locked, is it? So, yeah, the paper changed everything, though. So when paper finally reached, and paper is what helped drive a lot of Chinese development in Chinese society. I think they mentioned Japanese paper too. Yeah, they did a whole segment on. There's a whole section to this documentary where they show like the writing and the utensils that they used and the reeds that they used to write with and the quill. But when paper finally reached Europe later, in like the 1700s, that's what they think drove the Enlightenment, because now they had a technology that could transfer information much quicker. And parchment, yes, it does. Parchment does last a lot longer. I'm just reciting what I learned from this documentary. What really drove the big boom was the printing press. That made books and reading and literacy, because you can imagine a world without literacy is a world of where very few people have access to the past, and they can't. So knowledge is just whatever people get, whatever people are allowed to learn orally. And sorry, hang on a second. So the dash, the cast does it. The boons. Oh yeah, rupture. That was a good one, wasn't it? It's cursed for 3 seconds. Victim takes damage while moving. Yeah, I liked rupture. That was a big one. I remember that. Hold on. So I need a knock away. It's useless if I don't have a knock away effect, though. I almost want to take it just in case I get knock away, because that's really... Oh, man. I don't know. I'm just going to do it. What the hell? It could be a stupid choice. So one of the reasons, though, why the printing press... I thought this was really interesting. Wait a minute. Let me see here. Yeah, I could use that. I'm going to save it just in case I can buy something. Nope. Alright, I'll do it. So one of the things about the printing press...
What is it now? Let's see your relatives upon Olympus.
Hey, take as much time as you need. Just let it rip and and enjoy whatever you got to do. The printing press evolved using paper, and the early days of the typesetting was some dude created. He was like a metal jewelry guy or something, so he knew how to work with little shapes of metal, and he came up with the changeable typesetting for making paper prints. And that was a long period of time. That set off in motion a very long process leading up to typewriters, and typewriters, even typewriters use a kind of typeset. I'm doing really dumb here. I shouldn't be talking about printing. But he was able to make those little metal bits that they use, that they rearrange, and then you form it. Oh yeah, just a big jump back over to, I think it was China, but it might have been Japan. They did a carved wooden typesets. They actually would carve these, and once they were very laborious. They were extremely detailed. You could screw it up, and it would be it was artisan work, and but they were like these page-sized wooden blocks that they carved. So just instead of metal, they used wood, and beautiful pieces of wood. As a woodworker, I'm like, oh man, I want one of those. And once it was made, you could reproduce stuff very quickly and easily for the time. Back to the Europe now. The reason the typeset worked so well in Europe, though, was that the style of writing that you saw in those sort of, I don't know if it was Roman or not, but definitely need... Oh, see, I want knockaway here so bad. Let's go for knockaway. The style of writing in those kind of earliest books that were written on parchment was very blocky and very kind of mechanical almost. Like they had straight lines and they had serif, but they had like carving it into metal chunks and then spacing it exactly the way that was in the books. So the very first book, the nothing comes free from us. The guy who did that, he set out to try to trick people into thinking it was handwriting. So he tried to make it look. Oh yeah, okay, good. So special does cast, pulls in foes. I'm not ready to get good at that. He did such a good job, though, that the very first book wasn't discovered as the first book until the earliest book, I should say. I guess that would be very first, wouldn't it? Until later because it would already been classified as being handwritten. So it worked. He did a good enough job that it wasn't until like and I think they figured it out like in like the 1800s or the 1900s or early, like it wasn't like recently. So they're like, hey, wait a minute. Oh yeah, look, this is actually not handwritten. This is a sort of a type thing. But it just so happened that writing font really beautifully could be converted into metal little
Finally.
typeset inserts. I don't know what the right word is. So yeah, it was interesting. Nova, check it out. Now that I've spoiled everything.
So sick of
But and you know, I'm just skipping through this shit. These two are gonna bang.
I always wanted to kill.
All right, let's not be stupid.
She's getting angry.
Yeah. Oh shit. What's that rage thing? What's that mean? Is that like, I never even noticed that. Oh. Maybe jumping on the spikes is stupid. All right, let's focus. Oh shit. Oh yeah, I forgot I have the call thing. Oops.
Piece of trash.
That was pretty good. Yeah, see, it knocks. That's that rupture effect. That thing is good. And you don't have to aim this thing real carefully, so they all just. That's a powerful. Oh, God, brutal. Oh, no. I'm being a little sloppy at this. No. Ah, she blocked me. I'm almost dead, but I got some. Oh, I didn't tell it to use it. Damn it. Why does it do that? Nice. Good. We live to fight another day, which is immediately.
I don't like her very much.
I don't like her very much. All right. What did I just learn? Okay. Money. How much? 10. That's good. I know that there's a thing that can upgrade that eventually.
I'll just be a moment, Father.
Go ahead. Do you need some tissues? You know, it's very normal for a boy to do that. I know, just, you know, don't just keep it, you know, just be smart. Don't overdo it. If you start to bleed, which you will at least once, just be careful. Blessings have a 50. So now I gotta rank up Zeus even more. Fuck it. Let's stick with it. Let's become a lightning guy. All right. Yarn of Ariadne. I do need some health. Gimme indeed. I don't think I want to sell anything.
Going up.
All right. I think it's gonna be the last one. Honestly, I'm beat. I'm tired. I need to get some stuff done. So we'll see how far we get. Then we'll say goodnight. We're already getting close to 3 hours. I'm gonna do some political shit tomorrow, Thursday. Definitely it's been a little while. I'm trying to step that up. I want to be a bit more on the go with that. And by that I mean like not so precious. Just got to kind of like have a little system for setting up Twitch. I might not do it all on Twitch. I don't know. I'm still kind of feeling that out. Everything's in flux right now, but oh yeah, I got to hit him with that thing. I forget I had it.
This won't end well for you.
That's what she said.
Not yet.
Yeah, I just gotta really lean on my special.
Good enough to eat.
All right, so special deals more. Lightning effects make jolted. And that's when they start hurting each other. Boons with knock away also. Oh yeah, rupture gets stronger. This is good. So 6 points. And this is a 6 times 5, 30 for 3 seconds. That's 90. That's pretty good. That's a 90-point increase. And that's everybody it hits, I think. All right, go for some health increase.
Dust.
Whoa. See, look at this.
I'm out.
Oop, being a little stupid.
Centaur strength.
All right. 49. Let's do this. This is Hermes, right? The fast guy. Oh yeah, you missed some serious hot movable type. We were getting inky. Ink was flowing widely everywhere. Oh my god, I got it in. Never mind, I shouldn't bid.
Not now. I can't.
Oh, see, he was just over there dying. I Chernobyl his ass.
Hermes sure is quick. So how come it took so long for him to show up in the first place? Well, I'm afraid that's not for you to know. But it's not because I was late. Not late for anything.
All right, Gandalf, whatever. So attack is faster each time enter chamber. Nah. After you dash briefly, you become sturdy. That's probably pretty good. Attack is... This is... but like, I'm already... Yeah, alright. So we'll take that one. Get some particles. So dissemination spread far and wide. Yeah, knowledge... It's kind of like a basic thing, you know? The more knowledge available. Now, the internet changes all that. I still think it's true for the internet, but it also just increases the misinformation that's possible. Infernal Trove. I think that's... Is that treasure chest? Oh, that's one of those. I don't care about that. Alright, fine. His name is close to herpes. Yes. Yes, it is. It's also close to burpees, which is a very difficult exercise because you would disturb all your neighbors because it makes the building have an earthquake. But information in all societies meant improvement, meant empowerment. It meant knowing how to solve problems. It meant understanding concepts that you may not have been exposed to before. And then scientific dissemination and all the ways that knowledge is power. For good and bad, I guess. But one thing you see in despotic, like Pol Pot, the Nazis, Sarah Palin, the Trumps trying to ban teaching of critical race theory, is trying to block access to information. Book burning is about denying you information. Pol Pot killed people who had glasses because they could read. That meant that they had access to information. And people who can't read
That's something.
or see are less of a threat. So anybody who's now, I think some information probably like nuclear design for nuclear weapons. Maybe that like there's you could probably make a case for limiting some of it. Not that that might not even be possible, but all right, hold on, let me focus on here. Oh yeah, I forgot I have that damn call. So rupture, do we want to increase that or increase this? This is also pretty good. Let's do at least one more rupture there, and then we'll probably switch to another one if we get another one of those pomegranates. I don't know if I need that. Artemis. Yeah, way pre-internet books were always written out by monks. No doubt. And a lot of old books were like religious oriented and like just nothing but nonsense too. There's a whole bunch of, I mean, it doesn't mean that everything written is great, but the ability to access information non-verbally changes the way that the past can communicate with the present. So that's the thing to me. At least that's how I look at it. I don't know. I'm a fucking idiot. What the hell do I know? Oh God, I'm just dying here. Hold on, let me... didn't use that very well. Still haven't practiced it. I am not being smart with this one. I'm gonna hide behind my friend. There you go. Oh, so yeah, that's what the ladies shoot them out, man. Those purple things.
I could almost hear it from Olympus. I have to say your hunting skills are rather unconventional.
Okay. But that's what deflect does. Deflect sends those purple things back at them. So if you have that, then they barely can stand a chance. All right, any damage you deal is critical. That could be pretty good too, actually. Dash strike. Your cast seeks foes. Let's do the bottom one. I feel like that any damage is good. I was saying earlier though, there's this book called The Swerve, and a guy I knew gave it to me. He's a very nice man. I'll tell a long story about that someday. Who the hell talks like that?
An eternity in Tartarus for careless souls, though some are able to perfect the trade and take up permanent residence elsewhere.
So the
Witch's Circle will reconvene soon enough.
Yes, indeed, the Witch's Circle. Man, I'd like to get in the middle of a Witch's Circle. This book, The Swerve, is about an educated, upper class man who was the right hand. He was the secretary. I'm going to get some of these words incorrect, but he was the secretary of the Pope at the time, and I think it was like the 1200s or something like that. And so he was one of the very few people in the world who know how to read and write, because he wrote he did all the Pope's shit. He was like the Pope's body man and book guy, and did all. So he was a very educated, very powerful, but still a servant of the Pope. And his Pope lost power, so he was out of a job. I think his name was Pago, P-O-G-O or something like that. He was Italian. So his name was Pago. It's a me, Pagio. That's racist. So anyway, he needed something to do, and he was no longer welcome. The politics of the time didn't. See, I gotta learn how to get better at using this. And he, I don't know if he knew what he was looking for, but he was on some sort of like quest to find books in monasteries. What was it? Oh yeah, okay. All right, here we go. I know this now. I'm remembering. I never even finished the book, so why the hell am I talking about it? I gotta read more. I have a great memory for shit I read. He was looking for a specific manuscript that was it was famously known only in partiality, because it was a Greek or Roman, I don't know, one of those, like some famous Greek, not like Sophocles or Socrates. It was one of their contemporaries who wasn't as well known because his works didn't survive as much, but one or two pages of, I think they knew of some of the other works of his, had survived enough and were found in some archaeological site. And so they knew that this guy had written this manuscript or something. I don't know. I mean, there's more to it. So hold on here. Call. I gotta remember to do the call. That's the thing. All right. And what this Greek philosopher, and I can't think of the name, had posited. I think he was a good guy. I don't think he was like an evil piece of shit, which is very much something you should assume about most of the men back then. I just want a world where the assumption that men are shitty is less probable. like as you said, yeah, men are shit. I'd be like, not all, but you know what? You're not wrong for thinking a good bit of them will be. And like, I want a world where it's like, hey, how dare you? That's not true ever. Like, well, it used to be true. Like, yeah, I know, because we worked on it on purpose. Anyway, so he was looking for this specific Greek manuscript. And I don't know if he knew it was at this one place or if it was rumored that they existed, because he knew there were copies or something, because otherwise he wouldn't have been looking. But sorry, let me pick it up after this, and if I don't start talking about it, it's because I forgot. So let me know. Ah, shit, went the wrong way. Okay, he's. All right, I got some god powers here. I'm gonna try to use. All right, got it. Ooh, I got a few hits. That's what I was going for. It's a waste if you only do one. See how fast that went? All right.
Not yet. I can't.
The god powers are great after the next round of snakeheads that come out.
Back.
But I'm going to use it right here. Okay. I think I got 2 or maybe 3, but it looked like 2. Ah, damn it. It did it without my consent.
Can't do that.
So I'm going to try to save up God power if it doesn't do it for me. Okay, here we go. Once I get it clear. Oh, I got 1 hit. Well, whatever. The intention was there. I'm starting to learn their patterns too, so obviously the further along you get in the game, you're gonna pick up on all that stuff. Oh man. Yeah, actually Lucretius. I think it was Lucretius. Yes, that sounds familiar. That sounds right. Oh, what the fuck? Did I die in the thing?
No.
I think I walked up into the lava. I looked away. Damn you, chat. 100, that's good. Yeah, that sounds right. So you probably know a lot more about it than I do. I just read this one part of this one book. I think it was on the nature. So yeah, so what it was Lucretius's book, and Butter Nichols is saying on the nature of things, probably. Yeah, I think you're right. It posited, I'm sure I'm going to get this a little wrong, but it suggested that all nature and everything is made of tiny little bits, little particles. So he kind of suggested that atoms, he didn't know what atoms were. We've only recently been able to photograph atoms using electron microscopes. They're so small. They can now be visible, but they're so incredibly tiny. Like it's beyond our capacity to really understand. And but he was so far off what was acceptable at the time. And it's a credit to the society, I suppose, that he was even able to think of it and write it down, I guess. But it was a big threat to Catholic dogma and Catholic and Christian belief structures that became the dominant European religious models, replacing the Roman influence. So this was like a forbidden book. It was a bad book to find. So he knew it was, yeah, that's right. He knew it was like in this monastery or something. So being a man of money and status, he was able to talk his way into, because you can't just wander into any old monastery and just start rummaging through their stuff. So they gave him permission to look through it, and he transcribed it, and he found it, and he popularized the idea. I think. I honestly am reaching the limit of my knowledge because I didn't finish the book. Not finishing stuff is a... Anyway, he... That's
what the outside world is like.
The whole notion, though, that the world was made out of small bits was threatening and almost revolutionary, and just, I'm not sure how that came up, but it was a very meaningful exchange. The guy gave it to me because I knew this dude, and he was like, we were talking, and he goes, yeah, I bought you this book, you gotta read this book. I was like, oh, okay, all right, I'll read it. So yeah, there you go. The Swerve is the name of the book. It's cool. The history of humanity and the story of progress is the story of eliminating explanations that no longer fit models of understanding. So we develop better and more accurate ways of understanding things, and we still have a model that needs to be replaced. And eventually we'll probably, well, the eventualities get limited when we kill the world, and life has to become about survival. Not thrival. Thrival, not... I'm trying to be like a guy who comes up with stupid slogans.
Not now.
Nice, that God boo is...
I'm empty.
I'm empty. Oh, that was quick. Alright. You know, okay, that's actually probably pretty good. Your special... Oh, this is the one. Yeah, that's good. Now it's going to fly around. This is what I had when I beat those two buddies that were trying to fight me. What does this do? Jewels? Not worth the risk. Money. Or some kind of speed. That's an interesting question.
Not yet.
Hold on a second. I will explain everything in perfect detail as soon as I kill these weirdos running around in this room.
More to fight.
Yeah, take that, shield guy. Ah, got it nailed. I just gotta remember to stay away and use the damn rupture.
Time for a boost.
We won't reach telepathy before nuclear winter. Seems unlikely. I don't think Star Trek's in our future. We don't seem to be on the Star Trek track of human capacity. Dash in more times in a row. Cast a fire. All right, we'll do dash one. I think that the telepathy is a really interesting notion. The whole, is it you when it wakes up, and if it literally has, like, I saw this video about it where this guy was going into these things, and it's a little bit college sophomore philosophy, which is pretty much where I'm, pretty much my my bullseye, my range, I would say. I don't think I'm very sophisticated. I'm just like a always high college sophomore, and I'm not high. That's what I'm saying. I'm like a college kid who is always high, but I'm not that. What the hell? I don't know how that's supposed to make any sense.
Looks handy.
So, he was saying, but he pretty persuasively made the point that if you have telepathy and you go through a thing that breaks you down and then puts you back together somewhere, setting aside the risks of you being put back together correctly or not, which is mortifying, you are being killed. Like, how is it you going, waking up in the other location? How is that you? And what does that mean to be a persistent consciousness across that kind of space after being literally deconstructed into your molecules being converted into information. Because you made the point, like, you have the only way to transmit that kind of thing is as energy, as data, and that requires full destruction of, or at least a copy. But in order for you to not just make a copy and then send your copy and duplicate, it's a control C control V situation. Or no, it's control X control V, not control C control V. I just sound like I lost my mind. All right, so hold on, let me tune in on this here. What is this? This is going to be some kind of Ares, right? It's like a weapon.
Don't spend it all in one place, mate.
Cast sends a blade rift. Those are pretty good. Dash creates a blade rift. I like that too. All right, we'll do that one. I don't need health. Hey, buddy. I was just thinking that. Ugh, women, am I right? Ugh. So here, let's see. Let's do one of these. Let's get a Zeus power. Oh yeah, you said telepathy, duh. Yeah, that's a whole other thing, isn't it? You're right. Anyway, I like talking about teleportation. Hold on, let me focus on murdering this standing bull.
You mock my sense.
Oh, tough guy, are ya? I'm gonna try to lure him to the corner here. Let's do this. Hit him with some... Ah, see, he moved. But that still kind of got him there. Oh, shit. I'm not being really smart, but I know I'm gonna do... Oh, I could've gotten another hit. I gotta keep remembering to use my shield, my frisbee.
I'm empty.
God power. How many hits? I think I got one. It sucks. I thought I was gonna... Not sure why I tried that, but... Ah, no! Wasted it. He's only half down. I still got... I mean, I don't think he's gonna win, but I could certainly be stupid enough to lose. Alright, didn't choose that, but okay. He quits like before he dies in this one too. He walks off.
Not now. Don't take much more.
No!
Close call. Can't do that.
Hang on. Gotcha.
You've earned your passage. I go now to recover for the next occasion that we meet.
You've earned your fromage. All right, let me see what you said there, Butter Nickels. I seriously try this with my daughter twice a week just to see if she can tell what I'm thinking, because maybe it's possible and we're not just testing it. Yeah, you try to teleport your daughter. Seems a little weird. Okay, back into the game.
I got him.
No, I get you. Telepathy. That's interesting.
Right there.
You really think telepathy is the next level beyond oral language and written language? It's the next aspirational step. I think there's a very long gradient of increasing ability for more accurate empathy. I think that's what what eventually will resemble telepathy. But no, I actually don't believe that information will be transmitted via brain like that. Not without some kind of mechanical, that is to say, computer, or maybe with like nanotechnologies. Even genetically, though, I don't think that's possible, unless there's some sort of biology sonar thing that can happen. So maybe plausibly. And the limits of my imagination are very big. So what the fuck do I know? So it could, certainly is possible. Who knows? But I think that a more honed, refined empathy, which I think most people are already capable of, but that there are like stress blocks, basically, that we're just sort of not tuned into each other as closely as we should be or could be. Because I think what empathy is having a, I know I'm probably going to say this for the rest of my whole career, but empathy is having a reactor or a simulator of another person in your mind. Like I have, to the degree that I know butternickels. I have a you simulator in my brain, and when I see a stranger, I have a simulator in my brain of what them, based on the information I have, as well as my assumptions, and based on people you're bonded with, means you have a better simulator, a more informed thing. We got a pregnant shrimp to look at. Did it go by? I'm not feeding them today. Oh yeah, we're gonna do the thing with the. Okay, maybe we'll do that another time. Hold on, let me just focus here. I'm getting all fucking lightning chain effects, bounces. God charges up when you when you deal damage. So I'm skeptical about literal telepathy, but I think that people can be tuned into each other's feelings, moods, emotions, and that we are given signals. We pick up signals.
What is it now?
I think the human mind and the mind not so much, but the human build is a sensor apparatus, and we're taking in sensory information more than we realize. And some people, this is what I was actually talking about with my brother, and I think I'm high on that scale. Like that's probably why I'm like leaning into this as a thing. But I think I have a lot of that sensory collection. But then you also have to interpret the data, like getting better computers for your astronomy, because they'll like go back over like old astronomy data, like collected from old telescopes, like 70s or 80s or 90s, and they'll make new discoveries because they've increased the ability to process the data using better computers. And I think that's kind of like what empathy sort of is that you have an interpretive gear that varies, and everything is a gradient. Nothing is absolute. So from one human to another, you might have some, and also it depends on the person's life. It depends on the person's place in life, because these things probably fluctuate over time slowly. So anyway, that's what I believe is anything akin to telepathy would be just improved, decreased stress, and decreasing the various blocks that inhibit a person's empathy from reaching its full potential. That's what I mean. There's my take. How about take that? Internet politics. Forgot to use my thing. There you go. But back to teleportation. As you were saying, as you said in the chat there, it is murder. Yeah, that's the point of this guy was making in this video, is like, it's murder. Like you're killing yourself. It's suicide, basically. Like you have to be willing to die, and then another you wakes up somewhere else. How the continuation of your specific consciousness or soul is understood, I mean, we don't know yet, right? But this is the kind of things that'll be greatly spoken and talked about and inquired about when this becomes a problem or a thing that humans facing. I'm watching Star Trek Enterprise right now, and it's kind of mostly a big miss. It could have been so much better. Scott Bakula plays the captain, but it takes place in the Star Trek universe before. It's the earliest of the in the timeline, and so one thing I like about it is they do. One of the characters has like a lot of anxiety about the transporter because it's yet to be a perfectly well accepted technology, And there's been other storylines where they have transporter accidents and stuff. But in Star Trek Enterprise, I like all the Star Treks. I have my faves, but I don't discriminate because they all put me to sleep. That's what I like about. But yeah, Star Trek. I like that they're exploring that dynamic. I think that's interesting. Maybe it's not being really good at reading micro expressions. Well, yeah, that's kind of what I mean. Is that it doesn't even mean that you're accurate. I think of it like. Here, hold on. Let me see. I probably need to go because I'll get a little healing if I get through this one. Oh yeah, this is one of those fountain ones.
Fountain chamber in this area.
All right, good. Yeah, but that is essentially what I mean. It's like there's subtle cues that we could detect and we don't detect now that we could, or that we are detecting but we don't. What we still miss because they get lost in the information processing, which is the brain and the nervous system. However that interacts with the brain.
As mortal kind is seldom to experience during the average short and often painful coil.
Short and painful coil.
Is this really as good as it gets for mortal kind?
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. I don't know. I sound like an idiot. The hell do I know? Oh, yeah, I have actually come across this guy before. I mean, in the other playthrough, so that's...
Thanatos. I figured it was only a matter of time before Father sent you after me to do his...
Zagreus, is that really why you think I'm here? Let's see how many of these exalted champions you can send back to their dooms. Unless you'd rather I would send you back to yours.
Okay.
They're coming to Father's forces.
I got a lot to tell you, but I don't think I'm supposed to fight him, actually. I think I'm supposed to race him in who can kill more people.
Can't do that.
So you see the counter in the upper left? There's a competitive. God, just hit it. I don't even know what the hell I'm attacking.
I'm empty.
Think you can beat me?
Yes.
I can't.
Can't do that. I'm out.
You are next.
Boom. 21 to 12.
Who doesn't love this stuff?
All right. So now I think I can talk to him, but maybe we should give him a gift because I don't encounter this guy very much.
More of them than I did, huh?
I'm doing pretty well here. Yeah, let's just... Well, it won't let me. Damn it. Okay, that's fine.
You left without so much as telling me goodbye.
Yeah, I kicked his ass on that one.
I suppose you knew I'd catch up with you sooner or later. Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
I left when it was necessary, Than. I thought of you and hoped you'd understand. I have to do this.
That's more motivation than I've ever heard from you.
All right, let's see this. Few gods traverse the boundary that divides the surface realm where dwell the living, and this one where dwell the dead. Thanatos, embodiment of death, is among those of such an authority and power. Okay, great.
Purge boons for coin.
I don't think I need to sell. Boons with knock away, no way. That's my favorite one. Yeah. We'll do this one, then I can give this guy. Well, no, I don't want these. These are just these god boosts. These are annoying. Oh yeah, I forgot about to use that rip.
One's rearming.
Watch this. Yeah. I don't know. I think you've heard a little bit about my friend God. The ultimate God is Mike Pence, and then you call him and he just comes out and creeps everybody out with his fake bullshit male confidence. All right. Oh no, I meant to give him a gift first. Fuck. No, I didn't mean to give him a gift. I am dumb.
She merely helps you hunt, whilst I shall help you kill. Observe.
Mm-hmm. All right. Blood frenzy. Yeah, I can see why that probably does pay off. And then your blade rift effects a wider. I like that one better. Okay. Purchase something. Probably need health. 50. Well, I might be able to buy 2 things. I'm getting further in this one than I thought I would. Or is it farther? 150 plus 50. Maybe there's a... Get him on coins. No. Let's walk up here. Sometimes it's worth looking around. So wait, what is that? Oh, I can just buy the... Is it random? Let's find out.
That boon got better,
All right.
huh?
What's that one? Look at all these, dude. This is great. Poseidon's Aid. There it is. Okay, that's the call. Yeah, all right.
Here's the fee.
Okay, here's a boss fight.
Big crowd.
Your daughter sounds like she's right on there if she thinks Pence is a robot.
The blessed bonds of brotherhood.
Yeah, they're not going to need to do a wax dummy of him. They're just going to have to just taxidermy that guy.
He is more powerful than
He's such a phony. Can't believe people fall for it.
Oh, I am perfectly alert right now, Asterius. And were I still alive, I would be positively salivating at the thought of running through this pustule with my spear, or whichever means I had available.
I have a good shot at here if I remember to use my God thing and I can avoid damage.
Thank you, thank you.
Whoa. See? Not like that.
You have insulted me too many times, Blood.
Man, that looked like I did a lot there.
Look out, Asterius.
That was effective. No. I'm getting a little too overconfident. See? I'm not watching the guy.
Face me.
I gotta be patient. See? I'm just running through it.
You shall never defeat us.
Yeah, the pomegranate. Yeah, but that one was a different one. Oh, that was I didn't have it. Done. Aha, I thought I had another go. Yeah, I don't have it in me to do another one. Yeah, the pomegranate graphic does look like pizza because of those weird seeds. That's one of those fruits you have to be introduced as a young person so you don't get too freaked out about it. I just mean the first time you're like, oh my god, I can't eat that bloody weird busty, but it's just fruit. It's just red fruit. Cakes of people. Yeah, they look like cakes. I know what you're talking about, the little stand-up thingies there. So yeah. Before we go, no, I'll do it the next time because it'll be better at the beginning of a video than last time. We'll talk about something with the shrimp. It's not a big deal, but I just wanted to show some stuff, a cool thing. All right. Hey, thanks for hanging out, Butternickels. I'm going to play some nice music, and I'm tempted to do a little silly Halloween music, but fuck that shit. I like the ending. I like ending on calmness. Appreciate you watching. Thanks for checking in. This has been Hades Part 4. We're going to keep doing more Hades. Got more politics stuff. I'm doing a little bit more drawing things, I think. And I'm building things up, trying to make small improvements and little bits here at a time. Weird days. The election is fucking nuts. It's going to be wild. Who knows what's going to happen. I'm really hoping for a blowout. These monster conservatives are just, they know that they're on their way out, and they're doing everything they can. They're willing to go fascist if they can, and that's exactly what's happening. So it's terrifying. It's I don't know. I think either we're overestimating or underestimating, and that's one part of what's so stressful is it's hard to tell. So it feels like underestimating is a safer bet. But all right, that's a good little ramble. Yes, landslide for sure. God, I never thought I'd want a landslide for Joe Biden, but I don't. It's not that I want Joe Biden. I just, Trump. We can't. The amount of people that are going to die and that are going to get hurt, and even their own fucking supporters. They like, that's what I was saying earlier. They just abandoned them in the cold, and we're all in the cold. They don't give a shit about our lives. They don't give a fuck about us. So we can. I don't need to get into it. Okay. Cool. All right, I'm out. See you later. We're switching over here to some shrimpies. Let me put up the right words here. And y'all have a nice night. Thanks for watching. Good night. Take care of yourself, Butternickles. Good job on the improv. I hope you're yes-anding, but-foring, whatever the fucking, all the way through to the end. And take care, everybody. Goodbye. And here's some nice piano music.